reviewing that show. We here to review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
Oh, he's gonna keep going. Translations, ladies and gentlemen, winter is coming. Oh nope, God. I'm sorry. Winter is damn near here. There we go.
Well, it's damn near here for me as well because I'm on season 6, episode 8. I'm close. I am close, my nigga, because then I just got to
What just happened?
All right, there we go.
Let's jump on in, man. Come on.
What was the last thing I can think of happening? All right, so Jon Snow and them went riding on the most fucked up nigga Ramsay, son. And I'm so mad because I had to pause to go to rehearsal right on the part. That's not me. I did. My nigga Chris is dying in the background. Catch your breath, my nigga. The weed is real.
It's okay. You can walk it off, man. You're like, nah, I got it, bro.
I am my dude.
I got it.
All right, Chris, baby.
Up,
but yeah, dude. What just happened was, Littlefoot's army just came to help out Jon Snow and them. Right. You feel me? And out the blue, because that battle was going down. Because we just came off of Dany Savage, is what I call her. Queen Daenerys, you know what I mean?
Right.
Queen of the Dragon Queen. She just like shitted on the masters trying to take back their slaves. So like that was all in the same episode. Like Jon Snow went to war with Sansa and them to go at Ramsay, and I had to pause right at Jon Snow finally seeing Ramsay and he walking up on that nigga like, let's go. You feel me? And I had to stop and go to rehearsal.
Did they hand off the little brother yet?
Yeah, that happened in the episode. At the top of the episode, Rick Khan useless ass. I'm gonna call him useless forever. So it's whatever. Rick Khan useless ass got. But no, like that's
he's such a kid though, man. And he's so sheltered, dude. He had no.
No, there's certain characters are just useless. You feel me?
Okay,
he's useless.
I mean,
Arya's the shit. She a kid. Brandikin is what I call Brandon.
Dude, she saw her dad died. She was taught. She was taught by the faceless people how to be nobody.
She was a badass before then.
But she was a badass before then.
She's
had so many fucking dope ass teachers.
I don't give a fuck.
Like,
you brought up him being a kid.
You
brought up his useless ass being a kid, and I'm saying Rick Khan has been useless since the beginning.
Different.
Like, because from the jump, I'm watching the show. You remember? I started watching the show like maybe when it was in the 6th season. Then I fell off. Then the 7th season when I hid my eyes, so I ain't seen no spoilers from the 7th season. Only thing I know from the 7th season that I've been like, I'm fascinated by how they're gonna get there, because it's an interesting thing. Most of these characters that you see have never met. Like a lot of the main characters have never met. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the Stark tribe and what goes on with them. But then there's the Dany Savage and what's going on with her. Then we got what's going on politically with the Land of Dashians. And the Land of Dashians. And you hear me? You got all these things going, all these moving parts. You dig? So, but I see that in season 7 some kind of way. Jon Snow, my nigga, and Dany Savage, my girl, meet up or link up or some shit. You know what I mean? Like all the season 8 previews have shown them like they're on the same side and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, how the motherfuck does Jon Snow meet motherfucking Dany Savage? So I just been like, I've been watching it go down and been fascinated. Like, okay.
Do you know anything about?
I don't know nothing about season 8. I don't know nothing about season 7.
Got it.
I saw a meme that made it seem like he must have smashed, and that's pretty cool because she said, I'm not having no kids by none of y'all niggas. She got the motherfucking whack ass Jorah, the bitch who just Jorah bothers me. I understand Jorah is motherfucking honorable. I understand he was a knight. He the one that loves her so much, and he was really secretly spying on her. And, And then she found out and she banished his ass twice, and he just keep on coming back. This nigga got rock monster AIDS, and he still think he got a shot. This bitch, and I'm like, man, Danny Savage, bro, you playing with that man emotions, man. You know you don't want this old ass man with this rock monster AIDS. And she like, my last command to you is find a cure for rock monster AIDS. For what? You ain't gonna give him none.
I'm like, you know he wants to fuck you, right?
Right, he said it.
That's why he's here.
He said, I love you.
And you're not gonna fuck him. Like,
Ever.
we all know that.
Ever.
We all know.
Even if he come back with the rock monster AIDS cure some kind of magical way, like, that's so fucked up. Nigga said, you know what? I command you to fly. Learn how to. What?
Oh, yeah? All right, fair enough.
So when you can fly, come back and I'll be with you. That's what that felt like. When you can fly naturally.
It's like, no, dragons exist here, so it's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
For your old ass with this rock monster AIDS, dog. But like, so I'm about to get to this battle with Jon Snow versus Ramsay, and the way everything's set up, this gotta be the end of Ramsay, nigga. This nigga Ramsay is like, I put the status of like who's worse between Joffrey and Ramsay, and dude, like it's Ramsay, son. Ramsay's the motherfucking worst. Like, Joffrey was a psychopath, but Ramsay, psychopath, sociopath, need a hug. He every motherfucking thing. Like, he was sort of, I don't know, I feel like Joffrey, I don't know, he'll always be my first. Yeah, he was awful. He was awful. But
he
god
was
damn, Ramsay is
for me, he
worst.
takes the cake. But then again, there is that scene of him and Arya on their wedding night, which I still can't get out of my head. Sansa, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sansa and him. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when he raped his wife on the wedding night and made Reek watch. He created Reek, cut off this man's dick, broke him down in every way. He motherfucking killed the crackhead chick that was looking out for Rickon. Nigga, there's so many things that this dude has done that's like, damn, like Joffrey shot a few fucking strippers or some prostitutes with a goddamn bow. But
bro,
goddamn,
we could've come back. No, the biggest thing he did was kill call for your boy Ned Stark's head. That's the biggest. Cause listen.
Ramsay's done worse than. The biggest thing he did was kill Ned.
We would not be here now had he not done that. We still could have come back from this. The thing that killed it, like there's no coming back from this when they killed him. There was no fucking
But that's the worst thing he did. Ramsay's done worse.
Thing, though.
That's the biggest thing in the show storyline wise if we're going from the protagonist view. But what I'm saying is if you take the all of what Ramsay's done, versus he even killed his own daddy. He sicked the goddamn hungry ass dogs on his brother and the motherfucking fat chick. I mean, dude, like he's been the worst, nigga. Like the worst. And he's had longer to do it. You know what I mean? He lasted more seasons, it seemed. But he went from the villain that I love to hate because he's so
seasoned villain though, to like just in
he's
general.
older. Yeah. He's an older psycho. He's probably what Joffrey was going to grow into. He's what Joffrey was going to most likely grow into.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like Joffrey, no matter how, I feel like
he was gonna have no swag about it.
Well, if you bitch made, that you can't outgrow that. And I feel like Joffrey was bitch made. Ramsay's. Got a lot of
there's no bitch in Ramsay.
Yeah,
even
not a lot of bitches.
Even when Jon Snow called him out and said, instead of the war, nigga, fight me straight up. He said, you know what, bro? I hear that you the most gifted sword nigga ever, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? You might beat me. I might beat you. But what I do know is I got a bigger army. He didn't say, bitch, I'm scared to fight you. He just said, nigga, it's not technically smart, man. My daddy was one of the best. Nigga. I'm not about to I got double your army. Why would I go out in a simple game of fisticuffs?
Why would I do this? This makes no sense.
What Joker said, you think I would make the soul of Gotham rest in a simple fisticuffs with you? Rely on a simple fisticuffs with no. Harvey, goddammit. And I'm like, see, Joffrey, he just... Both the Atlanta Dashians, they just like Jamie, the realest Atlanta Dashian there is, you hear me? Because both the boys are hoes. But Joffrey had more real in him than motherfucking than the other boy, Tomlin, the current king. That boy's a hoe. That boy is a hoe through and through.
Really?
Marjorie might as well beat it. Well, she switched up.
Like he did us all a favor.
I don't know because you might be about to spoil something. I don't know what favor he might have done. The last thing I saw little bitch ass Tomlin do was
what's the last thing you saw him do?
He turned
I feel like you had to see him do what I think you saw him do. If you're in 6, right?
His mom made the walk of atonement and you didn't even help your mom out.
Oh,
that was a whole move.
My bad. Sorry.
And what else? He took away the ability for a fight by combat to determine if the gods think that you're innocent. And that's like, I'm like, nigga, you just throwing your mama to, like, everybody knows it's been said in the after show. It's been said even in the show. If Cersei is one thing, dog, she love her kids. And her brother. She love her kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, very much. Too much. But, nigga, like, watching her kid turn on her, it's like, damn, Joffrey wasn't even going to turn on his mama. You know what I mean? You that pussy whooped and bitch made and weak-hearted that, damn, nigga, you turned on your mama who would never turn on him, dog. She just wouldn't.
Right.
And I'm like, you a whole hoe. A whole one. At least it seemed like Marjorie was fucking brainwashed. You weren't brainwashed. She was in the goddamn cellars for like months at this point or some shit.
Right.
Broken down mentally and everything. Then you see your brother saying, quit. I want out. I'm about to suicide life damn near. Like, damn, nigga, like, you've had the worst. I see why you got mentally fucked, Marjorie. You just been chilling while your queen get fucked over and your mama get fucked over and you just ugh.
Well, speaking of useless, I think the award, goes to him.
He's not useless. He's just bitch.
Yeah, he is fucking useless.
No. He's useful
What is he useful for?
The story, the drama. We're talking about him. What has Rickon done?
He hasn't been around, though.
He hasn't done shit is the answer. He didn't do shit. Brandon was more interesting than him from the dump, and it was two of them.
Oh, Brand.
I call him Brannikin because, like, you know what I mean. Before I was never spoiled about him, but like from the first episode, I just always felt like this little nigga got a dark side. And you know, in stories, it just felt like you just seem like Anakin to me. Like we're meeting you now because we meet him climbing up. I don't know. He just was a little boy with a chip on his shoulder.
He seems like there's something else up with him.
Yeah, so like even watching his development into be about to become the 3-Eyed Raven. I think he's currently supposed to be 3-Eyed Raven because they got away from the Night King. I call him the Regal one because he's just so regal. Like he moved. The Night King.
Oh, you liked it?
That nigga. Well, the most recent thing I seen him do.
Said, oh right, damn, fuck.
The most recent thing, he touched them, and then Brannikin and Hodor and them had to leave.
Yeah.
But like the Regal one.
I keep forgetting. I'm about to spoil shit.
Don't spoil shit. That's why I'm being very specific about where I am with these people.
I can't say very much right now, but yeah.
I fuck with the Night King when Jon Snow and the Wildlings first went to war with them niggas out there on the other side of the wall. You know what I'm saying? Before the Wildlings would actually like see that no nigga, we gotta ride with Jon Snow, and all the motherfuckers was coming.
When he goes to try to convince them to, y'all should come with me.
Yeah, Night King and all them niggas is motherfucking coming, and motherfucking the Night King after they slaughtered damn near everybody. And Jon Snow is marching going away because Night King took a little liking to Jon Snow. Like, damn, you killed one of my generals with the sword. You was a real Jon Snow, just a real nigga. I fucks with Jon Snow.
I see you.
Jon Snow, Arya, like a few of them. I just be like, man, I'm with you. I want Sansa to just get it together, dog, because she getting past the cycle to cycle. I said online, she gonna drop the best R&B album of all time. Sansa J. Blige, bitch.
Yeah.
She done been from one cycle to the next, nigga. I'll be scared of her.
Yeah, she's adaptable like a motherfucker.
But my nigga, the Night King, as Jon Snow freaking sailing away, he put up his hands like a real nigga, like wazam. Now, if you from New Orleans, you know what the wazam, the arm movement is. When you raise your hands, it's almost like the emoji on the iPhone, but it's like a slow raise of both your arms, like I'm about taking anything to come to me. And as he did that, Jon Snow just like, oh shit, this is a real one. And then as he did it too, all those dead bodies that they just killed started getting up. Yeah. I was like, how do you fight that? Anyone that they killed on your side is not on their side. What kind of fight is that?
You fucked.
Nigga, winter is coming, nigga.
Winter weapons.
Winter is some shit, and everybody ain't got that dragon glass shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The two things they like to talk about is Valyrian steel, the milk of the puppy, and that goddamn dragon glass, nigga. If I hear them three things one more time, I'll be like, yeah, I want some Valyrian steel too, shit.
Oh yeah, I need that tattooed.
Nigga. So like, yeah, man.
Yeah, okay.
The Hound just made a return, but I knew he wasn't dead because, it's no body, no death. And I feel like...
Oh, really? I thought they killed him, dude. I swore up and down.
They didn't show it. They didn't show it.
Dude, look what they did to him. Don't matter.
Every other death of any major character is gruesome. There's no ifs, ands, or buts if that motherfucker dead. Every other character. They don't never leave one up to chance that, he's just down there in the mountain. No, nigga. We would have seen him fucked up, body misconstrued, bleeding with his eyes rolled to the back of his head if he was dead or something. I mean, I can't think of a main character that it wasn't a definitive thing. And if it wasn't definitive, it's good. Even the definitive death was brought back.
Which one?
Jon Snow.
Oh. Well, yeah, you've already seen that part. So, yeah, but it took a lot to bring Jon back.
It's still, but I'm saying, if I was watching live, I'd be mad as hell. I'd be tripped the hell out if at the end of season 5, Jon Snow just dead. You like, that's ain't gonna go off. You hear me? And one thing I do love is they brought him back, but he's still himself. Oh, for you, so you watching it live?
Oh yeah.
How'd you feel? What that was?
Right. I was just like, God damn, the one Stark I thought, or whatever the one Stark I thought was safe isn't. I was like, oh fuck. You know what? Touche, you motherfuckers. Touche. Because I thought that nigga was safe. I mean, look at what you put him through. And then you went and had him, you sent him out like that.
He like the
These
hero.
Niggas took him out.
Yeah, it was so effed up.
All of y'all. But touche, nigga. Because I didn't see that shit coming.
Did not see that coming. And then it went off like that. But I at least had the supernatural thing where, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm watching season 4 and Dean died, I know Dean ain't about to stay dead. It's 14 seasons. So I already done seen Jon Snow on the marketing for season 8. So I knew, he ain't dead. Let me see how they gonna bring him back. We got this weird ass witch that just happens to be here and shit. Y'all gonna figure something out for my boy.
What did you think about my guy who I forget his name, the one who was following Melisandre in the beginning?
The witch? Oh, Stannis Baratheon.
Baratheon. How did you feel about him, like, sort of making that decision with his daughter and stuff?
All right, let me get back to Stannis. I just want to say one thing I like about Jon Snow when they brought him back. They didn't bring him back weird. They didn't bring him back with some evil. They didn't bring him back off. They brought him back just because I think that's even more affecting when you die and you come back, but only thing that you know of death is darkness, and now you back as yourself with that experience of knowing that you were killed, being dead, and now you just back. Especially in an olden time when to them, you know, death was peace, you know, legit. So I was like, dude, like I find that to be an interesting thing to be haunting his ass up, bruh. I was dead, yo. I find that to be interesting. But as far as Stannis goes, I mean, he been tripping since he had the Red Queen do the fucking fart baby shadow of himself with her shadow cat, you know what I mean? And like, you know, it's just weird that she's really like 1,000 years old. Well, when she took off that necklace and stood there naked, I said, put that necklace back on, baby. Like, it's a poignant moment. I get it. We get to see that you really old, but Lord, I don't want to look at your neck. Like, I'm not really trying to look at no woman over the age of like 60 butt-ass naked unless you just a very special case. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, she was a very special case in another way, though. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, ooh, this ain't really doing it for me. This is also quite scary.
Yeah. Yeah. She creepy. She creepy as hell. Very. But but Stannis, bro, like and what's funny is he is the rightful heir. That's why I thought he was going to kind of last longer, especially through all his sacrifices. I'm like, son, you sacrificed this, you sacrificed that. Now you didn't sacrifice your fucking daughter. And it's like, yo, and you lost? What a bitch. Like, how the fuck?
That's some shit.
Dude, you say, if I sacrifice my daughter, nigga, you better give me like 10 Yoshis, infinite life. I need the unlimited ammo code. I need like all.
I need God mode.
Son, God mode. Game genie. I killed my daughter for this cause that you told me was rightfully mine. Nigga, that you showed me was rightfully mine. Nigga, you seduced and then bamboozled me, nigga. No, nigga. You went out like a bitch. And I'm glad Brienne got the final blow. That's fine and everything, dog. But because I fuck with Brienne. I really like her. Yeah. I really like her relationship. First, I just really like her character. But I really like her relationship with Jamie. It's interesting with those two because you got love for her, but you know you ain't supposed to.
Oh yeah. It's an interesting thing. Yeah, interesting.
But it's so ironic that Stannis, like, you are the rightful king. Like, all of Cersei's kids, none of them have your brother's blood, who's the king. You know what I mean? They all are Jaime's kids. So technically, you are the rightful king, son. If without even doing all the blood magic, you probably could have put together some squads to just be like, yo, let's ride.
You're the rightful, yeah.
You know, you actually out of everybody can say, no, I got the juice. But man, whatever to him. For the longest, him and Ramsay dad, I thought was the same person, and it was messing me up, dog, because they was looking. They was looking too much alike for me, dog. I was like, bruh.
I could see that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dog. Like, it was killing me. But
it's the names, dude. That was the thing that really tripped me out in the beginning.
That's why I give them nicknames.
Oh, that's what
I get most of them nicknames just so I can remember who the hell is who.
Well, you know, when you're watching the show and they're calling each other out, I'm just kind of like, man. But by the time at one point I went back and watched it from the beginning, watching I think all the way up to like season 6, and just watched every episode. But then I was able to follow everything because I already knew everyone's name. Right. So when they were talking about people who weren't there, it was like, oh, okay, cool. So y'all were really planning this from the very beginning.
Because I can't front you right, dog. When they just be saying all these names when you're not aware of who specifically who yet, okay.
I'm like, what?
Okay.
Which one is that? The bald guy or who's Vary's? Oh shit, who's who?
Then everybody got so much beef with everybody.
Right.
Like nobody got one enemy like talking about it. So when they talk shit about each other, I'm like, wait, what did they do to you again? Oh yeah, he robbed with the good hair, didn't marry your daughter. All right, I see why you mad again. And I was so hurt by the red wedding. I mean. The red wedding was see the Ned Stark death will piss you off, you know what I mean? But the red wedding makes you prepare for every other death to come. I can't lie. A lot of other
does it?
I think so because a lot of other deaths affected me, but
no, okay, true.
The red wedding took it up to the level of let me know that shit. Anyone can really get it, including pregnant people.
In the worst way.
Right, including Rob was the hero of the story for a good minute. In all intents and purposes, if you're watching...
Up until that moment,
but you ain't thinking from the regular conventions of a TV show that a nigga like Rob with the good hair would get off, dog.
But the thing that they set the table for us in the first season, they told us...
Nope.
There's a possibility...
No, what I'm saying is Ned dying was one nigga dying that was a catalyst for a lot. But where we were in that story, I just didn't see this man and his entire family getting murdered. His mom, his wife, his baby, all his friends, everybody that was riding. Like, nigga, like that was so extreme. I stopped watching for a couple of days.
You know, interestingly enough, so while it definitely had that heartbreak reaction for me too, Kane watched it. It was like, I quit. I don't want to watch the show anymore.
That might be the litmus. If you can survive the red wedding.
Survive the red wedding, I think maybe you're made for it. But it broke my heart too. But it just sort of solidified the show. Peace out, brother.
Hell yeah, it solidified the show because
as you can lose, anybody can get it. No one is safe. At any point, for any reason.
Like, for real, son, unless you like Arya, Tyrion, the Dragon Queen, like, very few people are absolutely safe. And then you never know I don't know what's happening going through.
At this point, yeah.
Bro, because I'm trying to think, who's the last, who's death? Okay, like, Jaime losing his daughter, that was fucked up, because she was the one Lanadashian that was goddamn pure. She was actually good people.
She was.
I hate seeing Oberyn die. I fuck with Oberyn, dog. Oberyn was my dude.
That's what I was saying, dude. Like, for me,
that hurt to see him get done like that, bro.
And I read it too. I sort of, because I had at least the first 4 books, and that when his death is in like the 3rd or 4th one, and I just was like, I gotta figure out what happens. And I read it, and I was like, oh shit, that's fucked up, man. I just went straight to the pages where the fight happens. And it was fucked up.
And it was brutal to watch, too.
It was brutal. No, it was even worse because, like, I knew it was going to happen because the episode was called The Viper versus... You know, also, too, we have that thing where he says he's going to take Tyrion's place. Yeah. But, you know, just it coming, I was just like, you know what? Maybe they'll do something different. Maybe he'll win. I'm like, oh, shit. There's a chance he's going to... Nope. Here we go.
And they played that perfectly, dog, because he could have really killed him, but his gloating got him. And that's the other thing, too. That's what made it was hard for me, but it wasn't like the red wedding because you felt, Ned Stark, because Ned Stark really got bamboozled, son. He really threw away his reputation for his family for nothing. For nothing. You hear me? When I'm watching Arya, when she watching the playback, when she got to kill that actress. And that's the last thing that make her have to leave the freaking people with no faces and shit because you know what I mean, she like I fucked with. I'm so happy that she was able to keep her soul because I was wondering like, man, what they gonna do with Arya, man? Because I see, and the whole time she was with them, I was like, there's too many rules for my girl. I don't want her to be no one. I want to be Arya Stark. She has a list of niggas she need to kill and let her go kill them niggas. No, I'm not with this. You send me to go kill all these random people and I just got to do it. No. You got niggas to kill because even like I often laugh and say that, dude. Like like this show has this amazing ability that like when they want you to root for the bad guy, like the way they write all of the characters are also layered. So Like,
True.
there's only like 3 people that I would be satisfied with killing. Cersei. Like, even though she's the bitch of all bitches, I love the character. And a lot of times, like in her current position, ride on that cult nigga. Fuck, I hate that old man cult nigga. So I'm like, I'm riding with Cersei right now on that old man cult nigga. But Arya, if she kills Cersei, I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Like, certain people like gotta get got by Arya, and she one of them.
Have you seen the new trailer?
I haven't watched anything.
Oh, right, because you're trying to, right, yeah, okay.
And I'm so close, because I was telling this to Alpha Joe earlier. He was by the crib, and I was like, man, like, it's one thing, because I know, because April next month is when the new season starts, and it's one thing if you've never watched Game of Thrones, and then you're gonna be seeing everybody talking about it and stuff, and that's gonna blow over your head. But I started and stopped. So when niggas start spoiling shit, I'm gonna know very full and well what the hell they talking about, and that's gonna be pissing me off. So I was like, no, nigga, it's time to eat this. I even warned J.Steel because I stopped last time because we was binge buddies for it, and then our schedule started clashing on watching it. Then we just fell off it, and I'm like, I told her, like, look, I'm about to dust you on this. Like, if you ain't watching on your own, I'm not waiting. I'll go back and watch it again if you want a binge buddy then, but I got to get this out of my system because I look too much into things, and this is too big of a phenomenon.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Nah, it was it's been a dope experience. I'm really looking forward to the final seasons. Well, now back but to what you were saying about only being satisfied with a certain few people. The thing I was thinking was, so Game of Thrones has built up a good goodwill, if you will, with HBO, and HBO also, to me, kind of historically doesn't know how to keep their shows to sort of stick the landing at the end of them. Like Sopranos being the biggest, like everybody being pissed off about it. Mm-hmm. But I was a big fan of Entourage. I don't know how you felt about the ending. I felt like it was very forced and just out of left field. But you know, it was the final season. We needed to be happy, so let's get him. Let's marry him off to this blonde chick.
Yeah, it was rando.
It was very rando.
Yeah,
for a final season.
But Entourage fell off at a point. Like, I watched till the end. But, like, there was one point where it was, like, exciting, and I was so excited about seeing, because, you always get this shit about the music industry. We never get nothing about the Hollywood and about the movie industry. Right. So being able to even just watch...
real.
Right. And, like, even though I would have been more interested in watching a show about an actor grinding up towards that and then seeing them, because we start off with Vinny... He on. And I would have been very interested in seeing, like, maybe the first 2 seasons, watch him try to get on, then take the series from that point. And I think that would be a fire show.
I thought so. Yeah.
You hear me? But Entourage did end weird. I didn't watch. Did I see the movie? I don't know, bro. It's one of those things that I liked it at the time, and then I started watching because I wanted to see how it ended, and now it's like left me. I would have to go rewatch the shit, but.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but who you think is gonna go to? Have you spoiled yourself?
Like, no,
because it's all setting up seemingly for Danny Savage to take the crown.
Yeah, but there's also some stuff. So I listened to I think way too many Game of Thrones podcasts. But
speaking of podcasts, welcome to Reviewing Dat Show.
Yeah, there we are.
We never even introduced the show. We've been talking this Game of Thrones shit, nigga. I'm so excited about Game of Thrones. It's like we in. We ain't about to even be too long, man. It's that actor guy, Mr. Bats in the building. Yeah. I'm the evil Marty. J.Steel isn't with us because I'm in a play right now. My schedule is freaking crazy. So me and Marty found this time when we could find this time to, get it in. But she should be back on the next episode or so. We're going to just see what we could do when schedule shit. I'm so behind. I got a FlyWithBats episode that we recorded like 3-4 days ago that I didn't get a chance to edit yet, and I'm like,
oh really? Oh yeah, damn. You like, yeah? Oh no, bro. I admire you. I want to say, nigga, I pulled myself to a standard, nigga. Like how you do it.
Oh, be putting them out.
Cause like, yeah, nigga, we'll record, and then it's like, nigga, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. the shit is posted. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, damn.
I try, cause it's
like
for some reason
nigga, we record on a Wednesday, and nigga, it'll be Friday morning. And I'll just be editing that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying now. And then
I take to the last second, but you, boy, you like, nah, nigga, I ain't letting this shit sit. And I'm just like, damn, I admire the fuck out of that.
And I'm stacking all these podcasts up. The only reason me and Lawrence didn't record Acting While Black episodes because the actress that I had that was supposed to come through, she was supposed to get back at me about her schedule, and then like we wasn't basically she ain't got back at me yet when she was supposed to get back at me, which is frustrating because like. You kind of threw me off. Like, I would have, like, gotten someone else. So now I got to find someone else to put in that slot. And the thing is, I wanted my first woman for Acting While Black to be, like, like an actress who's been at least in as many things as me or more. Like actress like that, has been getting it in, and I got these other actresses that I want to bring in that's like in different spaces. Some of them are like buku, like as far as way beyond, and some of them are like a little under. But either way, I want to start with her. But look, she's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to switch it up because I still got a whole bunch of female actor friends that are doing their thing in different ways. So we're gonna have to feel that slide in with that. But it's so many things to freaking juggle, dog. But like, I'm happy you got this time. I missed you, nigga. What's up, nigga? Yeah, we had one in a minute.
I know, yeah.
But like, yeah, son. So let them know who you is so we can get back to what we talking about, nigga.
Yeah. This is your favorite host, Marty here. MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab. Like, rate, share. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, and we will read it on the show. I co-host the show there with, what's his name?
Who that?
His name is The Arrogant Observer. Because he listens, and this is no longer a safe space. What are safe spaces anyway? What are they? What's real? What's a safe space really?
Question mark.
Anyway, but yeah, check us out over there. Click on the Your30 tab, also on iTunes and your other podcast, places where you get them. Yeah, man, we're here. We're in the building.
We're in the building, man. Damn, you said something that made me think of something right quick, and then first and foremost, I gotta turn off this TV because now it's distracting me.
It's distracting.
It is, man. It's like I'm looking over here.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it in a while. I'm kind of looking too.
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. This is audio podcast. You'll have no context to this, but we first started this podcast. I had my dudes, Raheem and Chris over, and we was watching a wrestling pay-per-view before Marty got here. And, as they slipped out while we started recording, the wrestling pay-per-view was still on mute playing, and we seen these, these niggas biting and battling it out, and it's kind of hard to watch that on TV and talk and everything else. But, yeah, man, we back in this thing. We gonna be... We have so much shit to cover. So I'm just letting you know, we can cover tonight. And we got a lot more episodes coming. Because Captain Marvel just dropped.
And, oh, shit. What time is it? Do I have enough time to cancel my ticket?
10:20.
I do. I think I do.
10:20.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm outside of work. And it's okay now. I can say it. I was having a cigarette because I was supposed to be keeping that a secret. Then I got caught.
Yeah.
Another story altogether. Anyway, so I'm going through the times. I'm gonna go to the 10:30 show, but I'm pulling up the podcast because I'm like, how far down the line is this goddamn Acting While Black? I feel like everything is playing before. I know I put it in the queue, and I'm like, oh shit, we were supposed to record tonight. I wonder if that's still happening. That's why I was like. I remembered.
I didn't know what that meant. I was like, yeah,
I meant to write. I just remembered. But yeah, I was like, I remembered. We still on and everything. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, let me cancel this ticket then.
Yeah, man. So we're going to be coming back with a review of Captain Marvel.
When are you going to see it, dude?
Me and J.Steel was about to see it this morning. Then her car had troubles. And I got rehearsal. So it's like, if I didn't see it this morning, I wasn't going to see it because I had, me and you supposed to be blocked for 9. I got out of rehearsal at 8:30. You dig? So I already knew, Hopefully tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Okay. I'm just recording side B with the fellas in the morning. And I think that's all I even got planned for tomorrow. So hopefully I'm going to see that Captain Marvel tomorrow. So I'm just saying we got to review that. We still got to review In Time for Peanut.
Oh, gosh.
I got it sitting on my computer.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I just got it. I send it to you, dog.
Oh, please do.
You
please
dig?
Because I don't have a way to watch it. But yeah, if you send it to me, I will watch.
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, so we got a lot of things to get into. But back to fucking Game of Thrones. I don't care, nigga. I'm on Game of Thrones because...
Tell me about it.
Because I'm so into Game of Thrones right now. It's like I'm not even fitting other things into my life that I watch because I'm just trying to eat this up. You know what I mean? People been coming at me to watch the Neverland, the Michael Jackson joint. And at first I wasn't going to watch it because I was feeling like Charlamagne said on not 160 Park, The Breakfast Club, about how he don't like the energy of it. Of damn nigga, this man is dead and now y'all trying to bring up old shit after y'all testified one way. I was like, man, I don't feel like giving no energy to it because it just seems like it starts other witch hunts in the way. Now some witches need to be hunted, but this one just felt redundant of the fact that Michael Jackson's dead. But then different people I know, one in particular whose wife was doing some work covering the case and knew some inside information that was really incriminating to Michael Jackson apparently, and him telling me that because it's a similar thing with Nate Parker, why I don't fuck with him inherently, because a female friend of mine actually told me a story of him doing some fucked up suspect shit with her before any of that that knew that Ish popped up that got him blackballed and stuff, right? So, like, I already like having that inside information because I remember we would talk and she asked me, you know, if I knew him because, you know, being in the industry shit, I was like, nah, I never worked with him, never met that guy. Why? And once again, this before he made what's the movie? The movie he made about Birth of a Nation joint. So no one's even thinking of talking about no damn Nate Parker right now. You know what I mean? So I think IMDb like, who you talking about? Oh yeah, oh boy, boom boom boom. So she tell me the story. So from that point on, I was already looking at him like, I already know you did this type shit. I didn't even know at the time that he got that previous thing from college. So when that shit popped up and went viral and all this information came out, then I'm reading the court documents. I'm like, this shit line up with what my girl told me. And he did that shit in college. But my girl the girl I'm cool with, you know what I mean, telling me about this, it's like it happened maybe at this point 6 years ago or something like that, or 7 years ago from this point. So this is way beyond when he had his case about it, which leads me to believe if you did this here and you did this here, and that means you didn't stop between that time, to me, you must have pulled some other shit on some other fucking women. If my girl gave me a story before why would you lie? You had no reason to. We was having a conversation, boom, 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 boom. And I remember when she told me the story, it's some weird, like, it just was weird. Like, even the way, like, it was a lot of weird things that if you were there to hear it, you would understand why I'm saying fuck Nate Parker. He did that shit. So in taking that in, when someone gives me some insider information that give me a different veneer on, it's like, wait, hold up. So there was a cover up. They got actual more incriminating information that we'll never know. And like, to have an opinion about anything, I feel like you got to see the other side. And like D-Mac said on the unreleased episode so far of FlyWithBats, he was saying that maybe like he had to take a look like, man, I might be being a coward about it. You know, maybe that's the reason why. Because maybe I don't want to know this. And I said, man, maybe that's what I'm on too. Maybe I'm just being a whole out here. So I'm going to watch the documentary. I hear it's graphic. I hear it's unsettling.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Do you know anybody? I feel like not a lot of people watched it at all or either watched both parts. Because it's 4 hours. They break it down into 2 parts. I didn't even realize they released both of them on the same night because I didn't even make it through the whole first part in one day or one sitting. I had to sort of take a break from it. And we kind of talk about it on the show. So what I said about it was it before the documentary, well, when it debuted at Sundance, and they had therapist on hand for viewers, for anybody who was triggered while watching the documentary. And I was like, I remember saying, I don't believe him. I don't care what this documentary says.
Yeah. We kind of saying that type of shit on the last. Well, it's going to be a timey-wimey thing because I'm most likely going to release that episode even though we're talking about it. Yeah. So,
okay, fair enough.
This is coming from the future or the past. You know, whatever. I don't know how this is going to go, but no.
Okay.
I'm feeling different than I did on that episode, so I understand it. And I haven't even watched it yet.
Well, all I really wanted to say about it is, basically that was my stance prior to watching it. I didn't even realize it was coming out as soon as it did, right? So I'm watching it, and by the time I got to the end, and I think I may even still have like 15 minutes left on the second half. I was just like, there's nothing really more you could tell me about this, because at this point he's dead, and we're still, you know what I'm saying? He's dead even in the timeline of the documentary, and we're still kind of going on and on about all these other things. But it inspired some doubt, dude. Mm-hmm. And
it's because it's so detailed, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Did you watch the Oprah thing?
I tried, dude. I didn't finish it. I still got a little bit of that left too. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I'm even gonna go back to that, because I didn't really like. I don't know. It's just this whole stage thing, and it didn't really feel like she was sort of asking questions that I wanted her to, or thought were appropriate for what we got from the documentary.
Yeah.
And it just sort of seemed like this needs to all be a healing thing, and we need to not sweep this under the rug. We need to not turn a blind eye to it, sort of thing. And that's kind of what it was about, and sort of the questions and the direction, that's kind of how it went.
And we about to live in a post this documentary world. I mean, they're already taking his music off and banned, and I often think about like the future. Yeah, BB, your certain spot, like certain radio stations across this country's been taking off their Michael Jackson bliss. Certain in Europe been taking off this shit is already gonna be hitting, and like we're a generation that legitimately grew up off Michael Jackson. But let's skip 3 generations from now, with this being the thing that's gonna be hanging over him. That same love and that same reverence and that same connection ain't gonna necessarily be. So there's going to be a time where one of the greatest artists of all time may not be considered as such or may not be beloved or whatever because of all this. And if he did it, rightfully so. But it's like one of those tragedies of, damn. Like, it's almost like, they compare it to the R. Kelly thing, but like, if you look at R. Kelly, so many hits. You know what I mean? I never was an R. Kelly fan to the level of buying an album. I've never bought an R. Kelly album. I've never listened to an R. Kelly album front to back.
I've bought R. Kelly album.
Wasn't my kick. Yeah. But I'd be lying my ass off if I say I never liked the R. Kelly song. It's damn near impossible. Right. He was part of our childhood. He had all these hits that now, if I find myself being like, you know what I mean?
You were sort of forced to be a part of an R. Kelly record even if you didn't want to. I feel like
he wrote so many people.
Graduation.
Oh, I Believe I Can Fly.
That was that was every fucking body's graduation song.
And at time.
You had to learn it. You had to sing it.
Yep.
Even if you didn't like it or care about it, he was sort of forced into your world through that sometimes.
But you gotta be known as this vile nigga that you are, and it's just trippy like how you can make such a dent in one positive way and then undermine it all. And I don't have no sympathy for these people, because that's why when people bring up the white people, they like Elvis and them, and be like, I'm like, look, like let white people deal with their white people shit. And my black people, in my black home, I will not be accepting pedophiles and rapists just because they can sing and dance good. That don't make sense to me. You hear me? So I think I say get all the pedophiles. I think, and that's the thing too. There are a bunch of documentaries that people don't know about. Like they say, where's the Weinstein documentary? There's 3.
Oh, really? Are there 3 Weinstein documentaries?
Somebody sent me a list of all of, like a list of documentaries of like a lot of the white situations. They're like 6 of them about the Catholic Church. They're like 2 or 3 about, like I said, Weinstein. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was this list of them, and like people like to spout off. They don't got nothing. Nope. They got them that exist about the white people. Now, if you wish to be more publicized and put out there, that should be your argument. Okay. But we can't say that they don't exist. You hear me? But I wouldn't say let's let this nigga off, because that nigga got to do it. That made no sense. But it's going into FlyWithBats territory. Sorry. Anyway, back. Oh, how did we even get up in here? Oh, because I talked about how I got to watch the goddamn documentary. Yeah. And I haven't gotten a chance to. Or I've not seen the newest episode of Flash. I haven't seen the new episode of Arrow.
I'm still behind on Flash.
We're gonna talk about Arrow soon, but
okay.
Yeah, man, Game of Thrones, dude. I'm gotta eat this before April. I gotta get there before April, bro.
Yeah, I want to talk again. So, where is Arya in your in the place where you are?
She
right now?
just murked that fucking no-face girl. She cut that candle, like she lured her to the spot.
Yeah.
You hear me? Then she gave back the face, and even your boy had to say, you saw that respect on his look, like, hey, don't come for me, nigga. I gave you your face. In exchange, yeah. Here go your little princess. That was G. I want her to get her ass. I was like, all right, you got to get this girl, bro. You got to get her. Let's see who else.
Has she...
That's the last thing she's done.
Has she killed anybody else?
I mean, she killed that dude that said that was on her list, and that's when they made her blind, and then she learned how to fight blind and shit. Right, and then they sent on to go kill the actress chick, but she liked her, so she spared her life, and she got murked anyway by another girl. Yeah, and then she killed the girl, and now she's off to wherever she's off to. That's the last I've seen of Arya. Mm-hmm. And like I said, Theon trying not to be Reek no more, and now they linked up with Danny Savage.
Reek?
Theon. You know, he was
Reek.
He's just turned from Reek. He's Theon again.
Right.
No, it is fucked up to bring him to brothels though, y'all. Like, he ain't got no dick no more. My nigga up in the brothel twitching like a crackhead. I'm like, damn.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, man, but like, it's just interesting seeing once again. I didn't expect to see Danny Savage and Theon in the same room. Like, you know what I mean? How these characters are like coming together for their own reasons is very fascinating. How they can juggle this. Because they do some good juggling to keep you engaged and to keep you abreast. Because all the characters aren't in every episode.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, it's a very ensemble show in that way. Yeah.
But it's feeling like, I guess, Danny Savage and Jon Snow gonna be some king and queen shit by the end of it or something, unless they decide to just kill homie Jon.
Yeah, you got to get caught up completely for us to talk
But
about
I know this weird ass spoiler that I gotta keep in the back of my mind, or it might be a rumored spoiler. It's like something that I didn't. It's like I read a piece on oh shit, I don't want to know nothing else about it, and it's some weird shit about Jon Snow and Danny Savage as far as blood lies. Like blood ties or something weird. You get to find out more about Jon Snow's mother's history, and then that kind of links some kind of way with the goddamn Danny Savage. And I'm like, man, dog, so you gonna be fucking your cousin or some shit, or some long lost sister or some shit? And I'm like, y'all in this incest shit. Because I was saying this, dog, Cersei and Jaime scenes are so amazing. Only when you turn the incest volume down. When you're not thinking about them being brother and sister, I'm like, y'all acting y'all asses off. Y'all seem passionately in love. I'm like, oh my God, the writing's great. And then you gotta remember, oh yeah, but y'all brother and sister. So it's like one of those things of, dog, Jon Snow and Danny wind up fucking, and then I gotta find out that they might be cousins. I might be like, damn, nigga, man, why y'all gotta do this, dog? Why?
God bless you for being able to turn that off.
I
cannot,
dog, because they tricked me. They tricked me, dog, because like for the most part it's on my mind. But like there's this most recent scene that they just had.
Every moment you put,
yeah, ew.
You didn't just fuck her, you impregnated her, like,
dude, multiple times, dog.
Dude.
There was a scene that they had recently where right before he went off to try to take Blackfish out and get that kingdom, get that castle, whatever. Mm-hmm. And because you know his punk ass nephew sent them away, and like that is really good about this really great scene. How like with everything, I mean, they made us so strong. They thought doing this to us and doing that to us. No, we're stronger than ever. And I'm seeing them, and they wind up. And as soon as they kiss impassionately, I was like, oh fuck, they're brother and sister. Ew! They just undermined the whole 10 minutes that came before it of me being rooting for them as a couple. And I'm like, no, I mean,
you don't want to root for these people as a couple.
No, you're not supposed to really be rooting for the Landadashians that's not named Tyrion. But the writing is so great that they, you know, you can't help it to a degree.
They want you to make the decision, but they want to make it difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Do.
Like, I don't know if they necessarily, they may not want you to root for them, but they kind of want you to be like, we kind of are. Like with Jaime, it's just like, man, dude, you would be such a cool bro. I mean, look, listen, you have sex with your sister. All right, cool. They do that in Alabama. I mean, that ain't my thing. But all right, cool. Bro, you pushed the kid out the window, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
but his arc has been great since then because he's gone through his own journey of atonement.
Oh, and he suffered.
Cut off his hand.
Yeah.
Got his ass beat. He was somebody's prisoner forever. Yeah. That's what made the thing with him and Brienne even possible. If he was his episode 1, I'm kicking Brannigan out the window self, there ain't no way he would even talk to Brienne. You know what I mean? But after everything, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, you really watched, and then even his love for his brother. And I'm so afraid of what was about to happen because he's basically saying, fuck Tyrion. If you see him again, you're going to kill him for killing Tywin. And I was like, that's so screwed up because the brothers
had it fucking coming.
No, Tywin had definitely had it coming, but Jaime don't know that. True. And that's what's frustrating because that was before he went through his whole journey of atonement in a way, as I just said.
Yeah.
Like just how Cersei and her kids, Jaime and his brother. That was one of the things you could latch on to, even with Douche Jaime of, man, at least he's holding down his little brother. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
So hearing him.
He fuck with family.
Dude, fam is fam. So hearing him beat. Shut up. Fuck you.
It's true.
He fucks with family.
Because it's true.
He fucks with family.
He fucks with family, man.
Oh my God, but dude, so when he said, you know, he would kill his brother next time he see him on some episode in season 6, I was just like, oh, Jaime. And then again, then you love him again for letting Brienne escape. It's just layers.
Yeah, you gotta just
I gotta finish up.
Yeah.
See, now you feel like how we felt about Umbrella Academy.
I really, really do. I know exactly what you mean now.
Oh my God!
I can't wait to talk about that because
we can talk about it now. I just had to get Game of Thrones out of my system because it's really all I've been watching. I get home from rehearsal like 10, 11 at night. Me and my dude Chris. That's both in the cast. We talk all the shit because people that know actors know this shit. Like after rehearsal, you got to decompress. And if you ride with one of your partners, like a cast, if one of your partners is in the cast with you or even works in the show in any way, that has to go through the rehearsal process with you, you're most likely gonna go home, get a blunt, and talk shit.
Yeah.
That's the actor way. You hear me? That's just what happens. So that's every night. So by the time Chris leave. It's like 11, maybe midnight, and then I'm putting Game of Thrones on, and that's my life on repeat. So I had to let that out. I had to get some Game of Thrones out of me. By the way, if you're in the New Orleans area, A Raisin in the Sun opens this weekend. It's going to be running from March 15th until April something.
Okay.
So, these next 3-4 weekends, come rock with us at the Ashe Powerhouse Theater. Google it. That's the thing, too. Like, you can look shit up now. I don't know the exact address. I know it's on Baron Street, but you can Google Ashe Powerhouse Theater. It's going to be a great show. Directed by Tommy Myrick. She's amazing. But, yeah, man. Umbrella Academy. We got called out. Frankie Cola and Chelsea. Me, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Like, because Chelsea's funny enough working the show, too. She's a costumer. She's one of the costumers.
Oh, okay.
And she told me, she was like, y'all down bad for doing a whole Umbrella Academy review. But one of your co-hosts ain't finished the whole season, so y'all couldn't really get into the nitty-gritty at the end.
I'm so sorry.
Because of this nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all let us down with that one. I was like, oh, she's like, me and Frankie Cola was talking shit about y'all. And I was like, oh.
I feel so bad.
I'm sorry. And I did label that episode as Umbrella Academy Review as if that bid was going to be.
It's an Umbrella Academy review, but this nigga hasn't seen all of them. So
we
it's
can't
not
talk
really.
about the end.
Yeah, but it happened, and then, stuff.
So how you felt about it, dog?
So I get your I get you being pissed with Luther.
Luther's a dick. He's a tool, not a dick, a tool.
So I imagine you're pissed off about his action of locking Ellen Page or Vanya in the room.
Okay,
was that the moment? Was that the act?
I mean, Luther, I don't like. Let me see when he first started douching up for me, dog. I don't like.
You said there was a moment.
Oh yeah, no. That was the one. That was the one that started it.
Okay.
Oh no, it didn't start it. That was the one that made it apparent to me. Because there's other things he did that made me go, well, okay, I guess. But that was a bunch. If you get too many okay, I guesses, those add up. So then when the girl came and she just needed love, and I already knew what he was on, I was like, he about to fucking either kill her or knock her out. He ain't hearing nothing because he was stoned. He was like stoic when she came home, and I'm like, he ain't hearing nothing you saying, girl. He listening. But he's feigning. Really. He's feigning care. But his vibe ain't normal, dog.
Yeah,
so
he's on some different shit.
I thought he killed that first when he gave her that bad monkey hug, gorilla hug. But then when he picked her up
and carried
I was like, okay, no, he knocked her ass out. So then again, all the brothers don't want her to be locked up. Like that's what I was saying about Klaus. I'm like, that Klaus, bro. He's like, why are we doing this? It's our sister, man. Like, what's up?
She just, everybody's sort of just like talking this shit out, and it's like, when he says it out loud, it does sort of make fucking sense, right? She just found out she had power. She was told she didn't for all this time. She was lied to. She's freaking out right now. Yeah, that
throwing her in
happen.
a dungeon that probably traumatized her with spikes in it doesn't seem like the most perfect maneuver. Even though Rumor was like, let her out. Like, let's talk.
Yeah.
That was an epic move. But that wasn't the only
point where you just kind of had to let her out.
Come on, that might have been a much different outcome. Because the thing is, she seemed kind of bipolar, as you saw when she broke out. She talking to herself and shit. That's what I talk about too. I feel like there's a mental disorder there as well that they just didn't beat over our heads. But with the pills, the pills suppress the powers. But I feel like even as a little girl, man, like the little girl was crazy, man. She's killing nannies and not being affected. So
she, some psychopathic.
She has some things going with her, man. So I'm like, I think the move was to talk to her, man. Give her love and understanding to a degree. And then if she start tripping out, you might gotta knock her ass the fuck out again or something. But
but at that point, it might have been too late.
But he ain't know. She dog, her getting locked in there and then her talking to herself is why she flipped out and destroyed the house.
No, true. No, I definitely agree with you. I feel like, I understand his instinct to do so, and I'm not sort of mad at that. I'm mad at the fact that the whole nobody's really with him on this, right?
No.
Okay, cool. The whole group wants to let her out. Even the person most affected by it wants her out. Okay, cool. Now, Klaus has even said it out loud. He's ran through all of this to you.
Yes.
She's freaking out, man.
Yes.
She needs not this.
Not this.
Okay?
This doesn't
So,
make sense.
This
makes
figure it
sense.
out.
No, like you said, I can understand the instinct, but again, everybody else is trying to at least appeal to the other side, and you're not even trying to hear it.
So
you're not even trying to hear it.
Now is the time to bend a little in some way, and I'll give you that. Had that not happened, it's amazing how wow, no matter what, we were gonna end up here. No matter what, we think we're fighting against the future, but fate is inevitable.
Man,
it is inevitable.
I'm gonna get to my second Luther moment, but
sure. There's a second one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. The second one is when in the final boss battle, and Rumor is like, "Let me talk to her, Luther." And he like, no. He tells her like, yeah, go talk to her. Then go tell Diego, we gonna bum rush that motherfucker. Like, Luther, you don't ever give the opportunity. Like, I understand if the motherfucker go talk to her and then she start flaring up and then, okay, plan B, run her.
It's time, yeah.
But nowhere in neither of your plans for your sister do you think this is, like Klaus said, she just found, like you said, Klaus gave the score. There's no gaps in the deal. She's most likely scared. She just, dude, you said it, the score. Fuck you, Luther. The one time I was on your side is when Rumor tried to get mad at you for getting some pussy. I'm like, wait, Rumor, you got a whole child. And you was married. You can't get mad at Luther for getting on some drugs and breaking his virginity. That's the one time I was like, hold up, leave Luther alone.
I'm like, listen, darling, we're not in Hollywood where you're in control of every goddamn thing, all right?
Bro.
I get it.
He was a virgin. You have a child.
Yeah,
let my nigga break his virginity.
I mean,
he's got a monkey body.
You want to break pop? You know what?
When else is he gonna get pussy? He has a gorilla body. Not many mofos is about to be spreading. He lucky found a furry.
He got a furry.
You think he gonna only find furries? And he lucky found the furry, a chick that like to bang furries. Because furries also bang, they both be furry too. And I'm like, I ain't trying to go in the world where damn half of my options are fur or want to have fur, don't want to want to look like animal dogs and shit so I can fuck them. And the other half is just like just only attracted to me for my fur. No, Luther, that's a tragic moment for you. When it comes to the dating scene, bro, I'm always for you getting some pussy, dog. I am always for you. That's why you're so wound up. You don't never get none. That's what it is. He been pining after his half sister. Well, whatever. I don't even know what to call it. You're not blood related. But you were raised as whatever step, adopted sister, whatever.
Yeah, some sort of sibling.
But I understand that you're not blood. And the one thing I will like is they never established them two to ever have seen each other in that way. It's like even since they were kids, they were sneaking off kissing and shit. So at least I'll give you that. But nah, man, I was on your side, Luther. But I forgot what I was about to speak on before I got sidetracked. You said, I want to ask you about the lovely death of Leonard.
Leonard?
Harold, whatever his name, Peabody.
Oh yeah,
Vanya's
right.
fuse.
Came out of no freaking where.
Loved it.
I thought they were gonna tell us this was some sort of dream where she kind of thought she had done this. I'm like, God damn. No, his ass is gone.
She found the book like she did in the alternate timeline, like you said about the timelines. No matter what, shit had to happen. And I laughed.
Fate, man.
And what I said, like, Klaus had the brother moment with Luther instead of Diego. In the other timeline, they had that brother moment while Diego was tying him up, and they had, but instead he had one with Luther when Luther was going through his shit. And I love when you get to see really alternate ways things can happen in one situation. But yeah, man,
I didn't think they were gonna do it that quickly or even in that fashion. I guess
me either.
It caught me off guard. I thought that I was like, damn, this happened so abrupt and so quickly, like almost without any thought. That I thought that it was some sort of like maybe dream sequence.
Glad it wasn't.
Yeah, very glad it wasn't. Very glad it was real. It it just had more of an impact on me in that way.
Yes.
I thought it was a bold fucking move. I dug it. I was with it. I was on board. I wanted to see what other type of shit was gonna happen.
But you saw we talking about Klaus's powers.
Klaus's power. Oh yeah. being able to bring
Ben,
being able to bring Ben back, and I'm like, I'm really hoping we get some fucking background on Ben. I mean, let's make just a little smidge of time for some Ben in season 2.
But I think they have no choice. They're going to the past.
Oh, right, fair enough.
It ends with them going to the past and turning back to their kid selves. So,
but Ben will be like a kid self ghost, or
no, he really him. They're going to the past. He died at some point, but we don't know when.
But
that's what come they showed them all. They even showed Ben in the circle when they was going to the past.
On, right.
And they showed him turn into a kid too. They're going back to the past, and Ben's gonna be alive at least for however many episodes we dealing with the children, which I find to be very interesting because even on this season, the episodes in the past with the kids were very compelling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, my brain is accepting that now Ben's gonna be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
How did the ending hit you?
The ending
on everything in the last battle, because
just whole. I want to fault Luther for having the dumbest fucking plan in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to fault him for. Not that he lied and told old girl that he was gonna, hey, you go talk to her and we're gonna wait. It's like, nah, we're gonna go and rush her. We're gonna run up on her. We're gonna run up on this
and you see what her powers are.
This was genius, guys.
You see what her powers are, and you think your move is to just run up on her.
I want to fault him the biggest for that. Just sort of not being the best planner. You know, I mean, he's not the strategist.
You did not, and you were lucky that Klaus was able to bring Ben in and do that ghost monster shit. Or you
to take out the other
dude.
Yeah,
you're not being a good leader here. Number one,
you're really not, and you're not using everybody to their best abilities.
No,
here. But hey, whatever, what have you? They get the job done, and just heartbreaking, dude. Because I'm just like, yeah, and it's like. All right, that's right. You think you're gonna cheat fate, but
everybody.
Nah.
So that's when you asked me and Jay about the future with Cha-Cha and the old lady. Hazel and the old lady. They're gonna. I don't know, my name.
And then I was like, well, no, also too, I was like, is there anything like going on there? Like, is he genuinely in love with this old lady?
And he was.
And he was.
It
was just, I don't know. It's just.
They played it straight. They played it straight.
Like, there was just no sort of. They mentioned the fact that like your old donut lady or your whatever
never fazed them.
But it's just sort of that's just it.
Yep.
There's no more nuance there.
I dig her.
It's not that he didn't have a mom. He
nope.
didn't have no mom.
Just dug her.
He just dug her.
Yep.
And I just kind of appreciate it. But I don't want to applaud them too soon because they didn't make it out alive, if you will.
They all died. Everybody died.
They used the briefcase to go wherever.
Who?
The old lady and Cha-Cha.
Hazel.
Sorry.
Hazel and the old lady got away?
Yeah, Hazel and the old lady got away.
I must have blocked it out of my brain.
So right when the world explodes,
yeah,
they kiss while holding the thing, and you see them. Evaporate or do whatever.
Time travel. Good job, because the motherfuckers knew he was gonna like them. That's why they didn't make them die. They knew he was gonna like them. Because come on, you don't want to see Hazel die.
I feel like
they definitely showed Cha-Cha get murked.
Yeah, they did. Cha-Cha got murked, but Cha-Cha I feel like can be brought back as easily as that chick. Cool.
I mean, when you're doing timey-wimey things, you can do all things. Like her getting shot in the head don't make me believe she ain't coming back. And
people like Mary J in this, so I feel like she has a good.
She was charming. Once again, wasn't the best actor technically, but when you watch it over, she like something about the way she does it. Like she charmed me. She did, dog. Yeah. Like I don't dislike her in the role. I just was like, oh, that's cute. Like I like,
was it you that told me she did all her stunts?
Yeah, she did all her stunts.
She did all her stunts.
Except for I highly doubt she did the flips and shit, but unless she did the wire work, but like she learned all the fight choreography and stuff.
Yeah, because she has like a pretty intense scene with Cha-Cha.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Hazel.
Hazel, we keep trying to call him Cha-Cha.
I don't know why I keep trying to do that, but yeah. But they have a pretty intense scene there. And
she does most of it too.
And I'm watching it. Oh, okay, she does most of it.
The fighting parts. I don't know. I don't know how much she does because I'm always like catching bodyguards, stunt doubles when I watch things, and I feel like I saw a stunt double do that one of them crazy flips she did. So I feel like she's not doing.
I saw a stunt double at some point.
So I don't think she's doing the acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
But running up on a nigga and punching and kicking and a lot of the running and the shooting and all that, that's her.
Yeah,
I give her them
okay.
props. This thing like
Fair
50, yo. Like, I'm giving her props for that.
She's 50?
Mary J, if she ain't 50 yet, she about to be, dog. This woman been around, bruh.
No, it's true.
No more pain. I say, boy, Sansa need to just drop one. No more pain. I need Sansa to go dark, man. I need her to go dark.
Shit, I feel like she already has, man.
Nah, man. I mean, she just called Littlefoot to help the situation, but no, I need her not to go dark on her family.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. You fucking damn it. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
All right, so I'm gonna just wait till I get to where I gotta get to. But yeah, dog. So how you feel? How you use the one that didn't like Umbrella Academy? You like it the least out of the three of us. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
By the end of the season, where you at? Yeah, Mary J 48. By the end,
48. Okay.
By the end of the
Yeah,
season,
no,
where
you
you
go.
at? With it?
At the end of the season, I still see our potential. I don't. I don't know. I like so. The thing is, it was very, like I said, heartbreaking that they did all of that to still not escape fate.
Yeah.
And
But it did on the slick.
it kind of did.
None of them are dead. The fate
None
at
of them
first
are dead.
was
Okay,
they were
fair
all
enough.
going to be
yeah,
dead.
They all died. Right. Okay. Cool. True.
And just changing that means they can change the future.
Right. So them kind of going back as kids, sort of. I'm imagining that's how we're gonna go into season 2. Not super excited about that.
I am, bro. I'm very interested in see because that's when we get to see them in their prime, man. As a team, like
Yeah, true.
I'm very
true.
interested. I'm very
Maybe.
interested in that.
I just don't want to. I don't know. I feel like I've sort of grown an attachment to the cast that we have, which I imagine they'll come back. It won't be a whole season of the kids.
Right? Yeah. I don't
But-
see it being a whole season. Of kids.
Yeah.
They gonna probably give them a couple episodes,
Yeah, so
one
I
or
feel-
two at most.
You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
one or two
You
at
know, I
most.
don't know. It's sort of like this thing is something that everybody I'm hearing is loving.
Yeah.
So I feel like it may get to the point where it can make its own rules and shit and just decide whatever the fuck. We're gonna have
But they
5
might,
fucking.
by the
it's
same,
Netflix.
they might
It's
give
10
them more than
episodes.
2. They might,
Yeah.
because the thing is, if their whole reason for going into the past is to try to figure out how to avert what happened at this point through 2 timelines, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, in the future, they might not rush. They might not rush to getting the stars back at the helm necessarily, or they might. I don't know. There's so many ways they can play it. That's why I said I was telling you before you got to the end. I was like, bruh, the season 1 sets up a damn good season 2. I feel like wherever you land on season 1, season 2 just seems like it's going to do everything that it needs to do because everybody's established and we can really let loose to a degree.
I feel like it has the potential because I always like to think back to like Runaways, and Runaways I was on board for it, you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't really in love with it. Season 2, baby went away in the summertime, was working out, came back, and now she
But it's the same thing to me.
You
I
know
think
what
it's the
I'm
same
saying?
situation. Like
It's like
as
now-
a comic nigga, I dug season 1, but if you weren't the biggest fan of season 1, I'm like, I get it. But
Yeah.
season 2 went hard.
It went real hard, and it's like, damn, I wanna keep going with this one. You know what I'm saying? Now, this has the potential to have a season 2 like that, just because I felt so meh about season 1. But I don't know, it's just not a guarantee.
I mean, none of it's guaranteed.
Yeah,
It's never
true.
going to be. But Umbrella Academy at least found a nice audience. Did you get a chance to see Doom Patrol?
No, I still haven't gone back. I was it's kind of ending this sort of gig or whatever where I was editing, and but I just found the time now, so I will be watching it tonight.
I think 4 episodes have dropped.
4.
I watched 2.
How do you feel about it?
Watching 2, I fuck with it. Like Doom Patrol.
Watching 2 for sure.
Yup.
Fuck with it.
I like.
Oh,
Doom
look at you!
Patrol.
Look! Okay.
That been nice, dog.
Damn,
like,
alright.
because I
Yeah.
rewatched the first one and I caught the second one again from the beginning. Because remember I told you I liked the first one,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how I felt about the second one.
Right, you
By
weren't
the time I
completely on
watched
board.
both of them two now, this is someone else's podcast and they love the first 2, but they don't know how they feel about the third one, so they got me scared about watching the third one.
Okay.
But
Alright.
I feel like it's off to a very unique start, and I think I'm winding up liking it more than I like Titans.
I feel like that's okay because up until that episode, they were the best thing about Titans to me. So that doesn't surprise me.
But
that's kind of what I hoped.
But peep this dumb shit. Apparently, this is a different universe. It was announced. Yeah.
Then the Titans?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't freaking know, bro. There's absolutely no reason to set them in a different universe.
We're gonna create a thing called
So,
DC Universe, but nothing is the same.
Because they said don't. It's like basically treated as if that episode in Titans never happened, and it's like so you're in your own little thing. It's like
So you backdoor the pilot and say forget about that backdoor pilot.
Man,
we wasted a whole episode introducing these motherfuckers to be like, hey, guess what? We got some new motherfuckers over here in a whole new universe.
But most of the same actors.
Most of the same actors. So
they added 2 characters within Cyborg and this chick Crazy Jane, and they replaced the head nigga, the Doc, with another actor.
Brendan Fraser was
he was always the Robot Man.
He was always the Robot Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a switch
and,
up.
Was it Matt Boomer?
Yep.
Was always the.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, well then what the? You know what, man?
I don't know.
I don't ask DC questions
because you got Cyborg in this mofo, like name dropping the Justice League and stuff. So I'm saying, if a Justice League exists,
he name drops the Justice League.
He wants to be a part of the Justice League. This is like
they
a young
exist,
they exist. That's what I'm saying. Not that he's been a part of them, but it's like the way they introduce Cyborg is at some point, like in episode 2, they kind of backdoor his origin story. They come in, they introduce him as if, oh, it's a superhero Cyborg, like, you know what the fuck Cyborg is. Which I like that they make us have to be like, he's the new member in the house and he's adjusting to being now a robot. No, he's just happy to be a superhero nigga. He trying to get his stats up in his city so he could be on the Justice League. That's what he want to do. Right. So this in a way is like a pit stop. So, but what I'm saying is, if the Justice League exists, that means the Titans exist. If the Titans exist, why'd you put them in different universes after you backdoored the show on their show any freaking way? It's DCing, even though DC ain't been DCing in a minute. But that's a DC move. DC movie move, I should say. And it's kind of frustrating because, and I wonder what's going to happen with the Cyborg. I guess they just decided not to do that because Cyborg was supposed to appear on Titans as well. But if you put it in a different universe, I guess he just won't. And they already cast the Superboy now. I forget who the cat is. Some, unknown actor cat. Not unknown, but, not a famous person. Right. So I guess instead of adding Cyborg, they're going to just run with the Superboy and just, go from there. I don't know, dog. It all gets confusing. But speaking of universes, man, let's get into some news.
That's bad news.
Go watch Doom Patrol so we can run it, dog. Go watch Doom Patrol so we can run it. Will Smith replaces... Idris Elba replaces Will Smith on Suicide Squad. I was like, I gotta save this one to see what's up, dog. How you feel about that? Because the news on Suicide Squad is soft reboot.
Yeah.
For the sequel. They was hoping to get Will and Margot back, and after that, it was whatever.
Like, nah, we don't want to work with James Gunn with his wannabe Superman film having ass nigga.
No, it is James Gunn's film.
No, I know. No.
Oh, you mean other people?
Yeah. Because it's Bright trailer.
Yeah.
But no. They so I was talking to people, I don't know, at work about it who are really like into comic book stuff or into comic book stuff or into DC over Marvel. Mm-hmm. And they're not really into this idea, which I thought, it's cool, it's fine. Like they were like, their argument was that Deadshot was white in the comics, and like, there's no need to necessarily cast another black guy. And I was just like, well, I was just kind of like, well, Marty. Nick Fury was white in the comics up until they cast Sam Jackson. Then every representation after that was Sam Jackson. What? What?
All right, dog.
What?
I'm letting you know I'm about to have a moment, son. I'm about to have a moment. It's coming. The universe decided that on this podcast episode that I just was going to be forced to talk about this because I just butted heads with a nigga on Facebook about this very same thing when I shared that information about the white making black when he white. And I'm not about to go on a no long tangent, I don't think, but you never know with me because I'm on tangents. But,
this is okay. Ironic. What's happening? No.
It is a weak ass argument to say that any freaking character that's not whose race is not intrinsically linked to them as a character cannot be switched over to another race. Bruce Wayne, I stand by this. Unless we go into some alternate universe shit, unless we go into some Batman Beyond shit, the character of Bruce Wayne, how he stands, where he has his old billionaire money and his family been building the shit, helped build Gotham since for generations, and even helped with the underground railroad. That character, who part of the reason why he get to be who he is because he's a white man in a white man's world and he got richness and privilege and shit. It just don't make sense in the current context of America for him to be black. That's why I say I can't see Bruce Wayne Batman being black. Boom. T'Challa. T'Challa.
Yeah.
He's a king of Africa, a Wakandan country. A sovereign nation. Wakanda is like, when people be like, well, if we turn Black Panther white, you can't turn him white. His character is linked to his race. It makes no freaking sense. You feel me? There's certain characters like these. Even one of my friends let me brought up that I never knew this because I don't read that many Nightwing comics. I'm starting to get better at that though. Dick Grayson, he's Italian, and they got comics and storylines that follow like that part of his heritage and his life. So again, if you've established these things about a certain character, you know what I mean? I can understand when, you know, whoop-de-woo, when you say, okay, this character can't be changed. A large majority of comic book characters were created, the ones that we know about, the ones that were successful, the ones that stood the test of time, the ones that weren't blackballed because at the time, you know, you're black, so we're not going to be here with characters you want to come up with. The ones that stood the test of time were created between the 30s and the 60s. Most of the ones that we know that's big time. Of course, more characters were created in the 80s and 90s as well, and sometimes but for the most part, we talking about the Batmans, Spider-Mans, the whoever the fucks. It was in a time when no black characters were going to be freaking spotlighted or allowed to a great degree anyway. In the 1930s when Superman was created, you think they were going to make a freaking Black Panther then? Black Panther had to be created in the 60s because of all the freaking bullcrap that was going on. And a lot of these other black characters are derivatives almost of, well, I guess we got to put somebody black in here because time started evolving. If majority of these white characters, which there are literally thousands of white characters and only dozens of black characters, if they were created in 2019, they wouldn't even be white. You feel me? If I'm a 1930s thinker, I'm not even thinking about coming up and giving a black character Superman powers, or making a black character a billionaire, or making the 1930s white man, my nigga. You know what I mean? The 1940s white man, my nigga. So it's almost unfair when they be like, well, what if we turn a black character? That would be racist and doing a disservice because there's already no black characters. You need to start turning more of these white characters into Asians or to Hispanics or to and every time you do it, you always gonna get pushback because there's one cat kept on saying, well, the white people don't be liking it. They don't give a fuck if they don't like it, nigga. If we gave a damn about the white person like when we talking about things needing to grow, things need to be fair, things need to be evolving, we'll still be in chains waiting on the white person. Let them get mad and then realize, oh, I'm tripping. You feel me? Jason Momoa's Aquaman. That movie made $1 billion. He ain't no white man with blonde hair. You feel me? Nick Fury, once again, shaved black hair, bald man, dog. He was a white man up until that point. Did that change the character of Nick Fury in any way? No. Nope. So when you look at Deadshot, he has a daughter. That's his soft spot because he's trying to be better for her, but he's still a psychopathic ass motherfucking assassin. You hear me? That's his deal. Nothing about that screams gotta be a white man or gotta be a black man or whatever. So when you come with that bullshit to me, you hear me? Like when Johnny Storm was black, and I'm like, what about Johnny Storm got to be white? What? He just like women and he can flame on. There's nothing, you know what I mean? Like, you got to show me something that makes him have to be white for me to be like, damn, this superhero, his father was in the Ku Klux Klan, so that made him decide that he didn't want to be like that. Well, damn, I can't make him black because his daddy in the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I mean? You got to give me something more than this is what I'm used to, because that don't fly as we grow forward, you know? Stop coming with that bullshit. Tangent over.
Well, that aside, you know, I dig Idris Elba, and I think that he would be a dope addition, and he seems like he's sort of in this space of, I still haven't watched the SNL, at least all of it yet. I've seen a couple clips, put it on the DVR, but he sort of seems like he's in this sort of comedic phase right now, where he's doing a little bit more, a lot more, at least it seems like now, comedies, or, you know, comedic things, if you will. But so I think that this would probably be a good turn for him. With James Gunn at the helm, I think it's gonna take a different, turn.
My thing with Idris Elba is his character in Thor aside, and it just really made him an ass kicker in the last one before killing him in freaking the Avengers. This is a tall, handsome, built man, and the fact that he's not been the helm as any kind of superhero or supervillain by now. You know what I mean? It's just this new the Hobbs and that spinoff is about to finally become a freaking supervillain, which I'm like, look at this man. He'll be a fire supervillain or a hero. Why have you not tapped into that? And now seeing him take up Deadshot, dude, he should have been one of these characters. He should be bigger characters than he's been given. He should be big. He could have been Green Lantern. There's like some black character or some white character that could be flipped that Idris Elba could have been. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So seeing him be Deadshot? Hell yeah, I'm with it. Like, Will Smith did his flavor. I liked Will Smith for what it was in that. But I know how Idris in his presence is. He gonna make that shit smooth. The main thing that I'm missing from losing Will Smith for this is him and Margot Robbie had a fire chemistry.
Yeah, they did.
They had a nice thing, and it even spawned more Deadshot, Harley, like things even in the comics. It's like, they have a flirtation already in the comics, and then when they played it on a slick in the movie, like, and those two actors, they're really friends in real life, you know what I mean? They was in other movies together, so the way their chemistry flowed, I really want Idris to have something similar, because I like the Deadshot Harley thing if you're going to bring her back,
Yeah, so is that happening? Because that's the joke I was making. I was like, well, I'm Idris Elba. It's like, yeah, you know what? I really want to be Green Lantern, but you know what? I'll take this. I'll play opposite Margot Robbie, and then I'm not sure if she's gonna be coming back.
They're expecting it. It hasn't been official yet. They're expecting it. She's still firmly there in their universe. She's still firmly their Harley Quinn.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like shit.
I mean, it's a soft reboot. I think their whole universe is catching a soft reboot. So either way it goes, by the time they try to bring any people together ever again, it's gonna be like all these universe. Like, I feel like nothing that happened in Justice League ever happened in their universe moving forward. I feel like their universe moving forward starts at Wonder Woman, skips, then goes to Aquaman movie, and then it's just whatever from there. With hints of Man of Steel maybe happening, so there's a Superman in their world, but I feel like so much is going to be like left on the chopping room floor in the next 10 years when we're talking about DC on film.
Yeah, DC is just about to be a ton of shit.
No, it's not. I keep telling you, they got great shit coming. Shazam getting early good reviews.
No, not. I'm sorry, I didn't mean shit in the terms of like shit films. But just sort of like, well, this film isn't like there'll be these great moments maybe here and there, but they won't be connected in a universal way.
Well, I mean, the dude, somebody over in DC over there was basically saying that it's not off the table for Connected Universe. It just won't be a focus. I'm gonna just leave it to the director, let them build their worlds, and then in a few years we're gonna see what's gonna happen from there. But that's the smartest thing. That's the smartest thing, though. That
should have been the play from the beginning.
We all know that, and they already effed it up. They already effed it up. So.
I know, yeah. It's like you already shit the bed, so it's kind of like, all right, that's nice. You're gonna go watch the sheets for us. We'll see what happens when they come back.
Flash is getting this like 4th or 5th rewrite ever. I'm like, this movie's never coming out.
Oh wait, are they still? There's still hope for that?
They think so.
Man, I'm waiting on that movie like I'm waiting on the next Gambit movie.
When I say I auditioned for that movie 3 times over the past 5 years, that movie's never happening. That movie's never happening. It's just never happening,
He's
dog.
Back again for 5th time.
Did you see the new trailer for Dark Phoenix?
Is it a new one? No.
Yeah, there was like one more that came. I don't know what was the last one you saw.
It was a pretty lengthy one. I didn't realize everybody was coming back for this one. I thought this was gonna be solely a Jean Grey origin story thing, but I didn't realize everybody was gonna play a part in it.
Did somebody die in your trailer? Okay, you can see there's no one.
She'll kill us all.
Why did you make me do that? Look at me. Focus on my voice. I'm not giving up on Eugene. She was my friend. You're my family, Jean. No matter what.
Stop.
Look. You're special, Jean. And if you stop fighting that force inside you, if you embrace it, you will possess the very power of a god.
She'll kill us all. Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
No, they don't understand. They fear, and what they fear, we seek to destroy.
This is your fault, Charles. I tried to protect her.
I'm scared. When I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
The girl dies. She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes you want to believe people are something that they are not. By the time you realize who they are,
Jean!
it's too late.
She's coming.
Yep.
Okay. So what I think about this, I'm a little more interested than I was thinking. It was just sort of a Jean Grey movie where we just kind of followed her. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this. The thing that sticks out to me, or at least that kind of runs through my mind as I watch the trailer, is the bad word of mouth this has right now.
Yeah.
Like it didn't test well at all at any point. Mm-mm. And they reshot a ton of shit. Mm-hmm. It still didn't test well after that.
I mean,
so I don't really have a lot of high hopes for it. But then again, I don't feel like these X-Men movies are ever really, really highly reviewed or like highly. I don't know. They have a lot more misses than they have critical hits, I think.
I mean, X-Men, X2, Days of Future Past are like the 3. People like First Class. That's 4.
Yeah, people love First Class.
So that's 4 that people like. Niggas don't like X3. Niggas don't like Apocalypse. Niggas don't like Wolverine. Niggas like Niggas like Wolverine Part 2.
Yeah.
Wolverine 2 and Logan is highly acclaimed.
Yes.
And that's basically their contribution. These movies, like I said, I like the ones that most people like, and I dislike the ones that most people dislike. These movies, I've been just waiting and wishing and hoping for Marvel to get their hands on them, dog. They've done so much wrong. It's like, in isolation, I can like the movie and just still dislike it as an X-Men movie, especially knowing my X-Men history and knowing the comics. And not just knowing the comics, just knowing and seeing it done better in animation, seeing it done better on the page, seeing it done better just makes me look at how y'all just screwed up the timelines and how y'all did, like, so much just doesn't make sense. Like when I look at specifically this universe, every time I see Jennifer Lawrence, I'm like, miscast, and why is my Mystique a good guy on the X-Men?
And Mystique, like, she does not want to be there, man. But it's like, I feel like y'all have remedied that, so never mind.
Man, you made her a full-blown hero, dog. Like, she's in the Storm spot. That's what Storm's supposed to be. Storm's supposed to be the leader, the mentor, whoop-de-woo. And you got Mystique blue ass up there and got Storm and some side player
I mean,
whatever.
You doing all that talking, man. I mean, after this trailer, I think you got your wish.
I mean, hell yeah. If New Mutants drops, because New Mutants is the other thing that they've been having on hold with Fox and the X-Men. That was the last 2 movies that they shot. And a lot of people feel like New Mutants might just be held off, and when they acquire all that, you might see it pop up on Disney Plus or something.
What was that? What was the Disney? What was that X-Men movie that was like supposed to be like a horror movie?
New Mutants.
Oh, that was New Mutants. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So niggas don't have no time release for that, but they have an actual finished film that they did do reshoots on because of the same reasons, and we'll know what's gonna happen with that. But this had to come out to just put the button on Fox's X-Men franchise, but I can't wait until Marvel redoes it and does it the right way, like they do all of their properties, dog. I just can't wait, man. Like, I'm gonna go see this movie just to see it. I have no excitement. I don't have no hate. It's just you finally ending this because I'm happy. I'm getting my wish to get my X-Men right.
Yeah, I mean, they're sort of they're definitely on the decline in terms of their, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? People aren't digging them anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, everybody hated Apocalypse, and that was the last film. I didn't think it was all that terrible, but then again, I think my standards for these movies have gone down so much that I probably don't really know when they're giving me a bad movie because I've just sort of accepted this is.
And I ain't gonna lie,
give me.
I like X-Men 1, but X-Men 1 didn't age that well.
No, X-Men 1 to me is, you know, I still appreciate that.
But you got to give it its context. Yeah, I'm never going to shit on it, but when I look at it as a whole, I think I watched it recently. I still dug it because I love origin stories. I still dig watching Batman Begins. I like seeing, so it was
different.
No, but like your first story, that's like I said, origin story. I love watching origin stories. Like, so most.
I don't like watching Daredevil, the origin story.
Y'all just gonna take every maneuver. So you dig watching Daredevil season 1 though. Seeing the hero become the hero.
Yeah, but see, that's a whole different.
But that's all I'm saying. So, like, X-Men 1 will always have a freaking special place in my heart because that's when we first got introduced to the X-Men on film, live action. You dig?
True.
But as a movie, it don't stand up to the other ones like a Logan or like a Days of Future Past or like a First Class for me. But then First Class misses again with Mystique. The final boss battle, dog. Is it really that intense? X-Men is actually probably a better drama than it is a superhero movie.
Yeah,
because it's like I
didn't have a lot of money too on that first.
And you can tell.
Yeah, right.
And one thing I will give it, it's one of the last ones that intuitively dealt with the metaphor of what X-Men is supposed to be and dealing with prejudice and being different. Like that first one was really felt like that's what it was about. The second one danced with it, but then it got bogged with a lot of action. The third one was just bullshit.
I really dug the third one.
Fuck that one, dog.
I know nobody likes the Brett Ratner one.
I don't like Last Stand, son.
Yeah, nobody liked it.
And then First Class was a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? And then Days of Future Past was a lot of fun. And then you dropped the ball again with Apocalypse. And now you about to give me some bull crap with Dark Phoenix. I love Logan. And I'm just ready for this whole thing to end. Just end it.
Me too.
I don't care how it ends at this point. I'm going to watch it in theaters. I'm going to be a good little soldier. But just end it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm on board for it, definitely. I hate to sort of see the ending of Michael Fassbender playing.
He was a bright spot. I mean, both Charles and Mike and Magneto were great casts.
I mean, I just don't feel like they're writing Charles all that great anymore. It's sort of like, yeah, we kind of got James McAvoy, who we know can fucking kill it, but we're not really right. We're not giving him anything interesting to do. And he's in this fucking chair, and he's got his hair, and he doesn't have his hair, and then like I don't know, it's just he doesn't have a lot to work with, and then he just sort of comes off as, I don't know, just not the shining light of the movie when we know he could be. I think he could bring more to it. You talking
about in the 3 movies that we've gotten with him, or just First Class?
Just in Apocalypse.
Yeah, because once again, he was handled really well in the other 2 movies.
Yeah, and
then Apocalypse is like, whoop.
I mean, and it just doesn't give me a lot of faith for this one.
Yeah,
too, because I feel like it sort of feels like it's an ensemble piece, and he's falling into that same role where he may fall back a little bit, and everybody else is, gonna kind of try to step forward or whatever, and. Yeah,
I feel like
it's gonna be a lot more. Maybe Magneto too. It seems there's gonna be a lot of that.
I'm gonna give it the nostalgia. The nostalgia, like since I know I'm gonna go in with the context of knowing this is putting a button on this universe. I'm not even gonna be that hard on it, man. I'm not. I'm gonna go watch it with no true expectations, dog. With the expectation of this is their ending, fine. Right. Whatever it is.
They've already got my money. It's fine.
Arrow next season will be the last season of Arrow.
What? You poor man.
They announced it.
How are you taking it?
Season 8, they're going to finish the season 7, and season 8 is going to do just 10 episodes.
Okay.
And goodbye, Arrow.
All right, why is there a particular reason why they're ending it? Have they reached their limit, or has the story sort of come to its conclusion?
I mean, the way you write things, you can always
keep it going. Yeah, you can always keep it going. Yeah, there's always room to keep going.
They know how they're ending it already. We don't as fans. If you want to give, because that's the thing. Naturally, 8 seasons is a damn successful show.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt.
But like just being on a CW,
and it's staying is welcome.
Yeah, I mean, you could have ended it at 6 or 7. It would have been fine. You know what I mean? Right. That fifth one, I'm always say it was amazing. But when you see somebody Supernatural do 14 on the same network, and you know superheroes are notoriously, what's the word I'm looking for? Episodic, serialized. Truthfully, you could make a superhero show like Smallville did 10 seasons. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even about the comics specifically. That was just prequel.
Well, see, I'm not even really like I don't watch it regularly, but because of their cross contamination, if you will, crossover episodes, I'll always have to check in a little bit, right? So I feel like, do you feel like there's still enough interesting things like to do? Because like basically, he's become mayor. Mm-hmm. He's gone to jail. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows who he is.
Yep.
Right.
All this happened in the comics too.
All this happens in the comics too, and it sort of keeps going.
And he keeps going beyond it. So I'm saying there's always.
So we could keep going.
That's my thing with comic book properties, dog. You like, you're talking about characters again made from the 1930s to the 1960s, and we're in 2019 and shit. And once again, more characters are made because they just introduced his half sister in the series. His half sister just became a thing in comics maybe in the last 10 years. She's not like an age-old thing. Like his new hat, because because he don't even have a sister. I'm trying to think about it. The show got me brainwashed. His sidekick, like the Thea character that was a sister on the show, is really a character named Mia that's really Green Arrow's sidekick. That's a chick. And Mia Durden, they named her Thea Durden Queen and made her his sister, and that's why you always call her Speedy and shit, because she, that's da-da-da-da-da. But they introduced a half Asian sister on both the show based off the comics, so that's even a thing too. There's still new developments that happen ongoing from, you can pick shit from the 90s, you can pick shit from the early 2000s. There are books, there's material, there's source material that you can make a show like that go like Supernatural or Grey's Anatomy, any of these shows that keep going and going and going. Yeah. But if the actors are tuckered, or if you're feeling like the ratings are just abysmal, then I understand. I think it might just be the actors want to do new things. I don't know. They didn't give a reason. They just said it's been announced. Boom. Just know we're on the final stretch, y'all.
Well,
Flash still going. Black Lightning still going.
Yeah.
Batwoman starting much to your excitement.
Oh yeah, like as excitement, like a dump or
They're talking about a Superman show. They're also talking about canceling Supergirl because it's got the worst ratings of all the ones on there.
I've given up, and I mean like.
I heard it's really good this season though.
Was it?
I don't know. I ain't been watching the show. I ain't seen the show since season 2.
I haven't finished whatever the previous season was. I still got like 8 or something episodes left in that season. But like, I ain't gonna lie, man. They kicked her ass in that season. I was kind of like, I want to see how she gonna come back. Cause like, but if that bitch show up again, man, I mean, you in trouble.
I mean, the trailers look interesting.
That's a bad girl right there.
I mean, the trailers look interesting for where she is to me, but it's just one of those deals of. I don't think about watching Supergirl. It's not in my Rolodex with so much to watch, dog. And I guess that's what's happening for a lot of other people because they say, man, if the ratings don't increase, that'll be the next thing on the chopping block.
I would understand, but that's a shame. It was fun.
I just hope with these shows getting canceled, with Flash still continuing, they can still bring these actors back to do to just jump in certain stories when every now and then.
Yeah, they're gonna bring stone face fucking Batwoman.
I mean, I don't just want him crossing over with Batwoman. I need to see, if they cancel Supergirl, but she's still Supergirl in their universe. So when they need her, boom, she's there. Same with Stephen Amell.
Oh yeah,
your show's getting canceled, but I hope he's still Green Arrow in their universe. And when they want to do,
nice.
You know what I mean, still bring him in on Flash and stuff.
I'd be down for that. Yeah.
Oh yes, but it's the first. But on the flip side, the Netflix shows might be getting picked up by either Hulu or FX, the Marvel Netflix.
Marvel by Hulu or FX?
Yep. Disney got that stake in Hulu. When the Fox deal go through, they gonna have majority share in Hulu, and FX is part of that Fox deal. So,
and you think the same cast and crew is gonna
that's
come
what
back?
That's what they're talking. They're talking about bringing back the shows as they were, but either on Hulu or FX, because they probably don't want that blood and gore, the Punisher on Disney Plus.
I mean, like, that is one of the best things that they've come up with, man. I mean, god damn, bruh. Like, just to sort of end on those notes for all of those shows, dude. I mean, we still haven't seen Jessica Jones yet. But, I mean, I imagine that shit's going to be blow me out of the fucking water. I mean,
I think since
Daredevil, and we're going to cancel it.
They're going to bring that back
season.
first. They're going to bring Daredevil back first. I think Jessica Jones at least has the they knew that they were going into cancellation, I believe. At least I think they're going to have the biggest...
Jessica Jones?
Yeah, I think her conclusion is going to feel like more of a conclusion than any of the others did. Because neither Iron Fist or Luke Cage felt like true conclusions to those shows. And Daredevil just felt like it had so much more steam.
I mean, like, Iron Fist, we can take that out. We can take him out.
We can just recast him, please. Even watching him be Loris. I was like, who in Marvel Netflix saw him in this role and thought martial arts master and superhero?
What episode are you in again? 8?
The last time I saw his ass, he was begging Marjorie to make it stop.
Okay, so I think by episode 10, you're gonna understand why they thought he might be a good choice.
I saw a picture of him with a bald head, so I'm guessing he joins that cult or something, right? Something like that. That's what, I think I might have been wrong. I think a long time ago. I think a long time ago when I was trying to look up who Iron Fist was, the actor, because I hadn't gotten to his character in Game of Thrones yet. I saw some weird picture of him, and it was like I think he had a bald head. I don't remember.
I think it's another actor that had a bald head. I don't think it was him.
Oh, all right, I just got.
Or maybe it was. Maybe they did shit. I don't quite remember.
Man.
But I do know that there's a moment that happens, and it's like when you see this moment, you'll be like, okay, yeah, maybe he might be a good choice.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right, cool. Let me know when you get to
I'm gonna let you know.
Let me know when you get to the end of the season.
Because that's the thing in all of it. When you see these, when you're in my position of seeing these actors other places, I know the only way you're going out on Game of Thrones is death. So like I saw Ramsey, that actor was in that whack ass Inhumans TV show. You know what I mean? So I've seen him in that. So I know, okay, right. Ramsey, you about to fucking die soon. Okay, cool. Same with Loris. Oh, you Iron Fist? You're not in Game of Thrones no more. So
right.
You know what I mean? I already know who's gonna most likely die. I'm just trying to see why you. Whatever, man. There's this comic book I've been reading called Heroes in Crisis that's pretty interesting, where it's like they created this space for the superheroes to kind of like have therapy sessions or whatever, and you go there and you spend time there. You can wear a mask if you want you don't want other superheroes to know who you are, or you can just be out and about. And throughout the comic, you're seeing certain people like talking out their shit because, of course, nigga, if you a superhero, niggas be dying, you be having to save the world. No, imagine all the shit that they can let out. Any given superhero for real can let out to a therapist, dog. It's a very unique take.
Right. It's a drama. So
huh?
it's about the superheroes and their feelings about, sort of their, or letting out their emotions or venting, if you will.
I mean, that's the crux of the middle of the comic, like what draws you in. Mm-hmm. But what happens is someone kills a bunch of them, including Wally West and including Roy Harper, like, because they was there. Murders a bunch of them, you know what I mean? Murders a bunch of the heroes that were there for their therapy and shit. Yeah. And as you read the comic, there's two suspects, but the way it's presented, they both have very differing stories. And one of them is Booster Gold and one of them is Harley Quinn. And you see it in two different ways, and you're not too sure. And it's still ongoing, so you ain't sure where it's going or what they possessed or what happened. But it's called Heroes in Crisis. Okay. Highly recommended it to comic book readers because it just popped up. Because the one comic I read out of all comics religiously is Batman, of course, duh. And right. It took a detour from his normal story and did a crossover with Flash recently. And then I kind of keep up with a lot of Flash shit too. And then they refer to something, and I was just confused. And comics does that sometimes when they're doing crossovers events. You know what I mean? You got to read these other comic books to know what the hell's going on. Right. So it took this extreme detour out of the very compelling storyline we've been getting, and that made me go, so what's this Heroes in Crisis shit? And then I'm like, oh, awesome. And it's written by the same guy, I think his name Tom King, who's been writing Batman. So I like his tone. So if you get time to go to the Kingdom,
Right.
think Heroes in Crisis.
I went to the Kingdom for just a couple minutes. I don't even know why I did it because I knew I didn't have enough time to really get into it.
Yeah.
But so I picked up what I wanted to believe was the first issue of Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
And I didn't read enough to even really make a lot of comments about it, but I do sort of just remember like feeling like, oh man, I really hate to sort of have to leave this at this moment because this is sort of off-putting. I want to get a little further. The fact that like all the kids just sort of seem like generic, really, in terms of their like Rumor doesn't look black because I didn't see one black kid.
She's not black.
I didn't see one black kid in that bunch. I didn't see anything that signified Asian. I didn't see a Ben in this group. I was just like,
even
okay.
Diego, his name is Diego, but he looked like a white dude too.
Yeah, see, that's why I was just like, okay, that's not really very appealing. But okay, cool, that's fine. Whatever. But I think I saw the spoiler that you got
early. They do this shit with Vanya early.
Not Vanya, actually. I think it was what's the guy, the head guy,
Luther?
The dad.
He's an alien.
That he's an alien.
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't really seem like there's any way they're gonna explore that.
I mean, one
maybe.
scene at the top of episode 10 where he's saying goodbye to his love and all these rocket ships or something are flying off and he has his essence in a freaking bottle that he just sends somewhere. No, I think they're gonna get
so?
I think they're gonna get into that.
Remember that happened?
That happened at one little scene, dude. It was like at the top of the last episode. But it's hard, like I've seen it a few times, so I was able to distill it like that. When I first saw it, I was like, what's going on here? And then it came to the present.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm constantly multitasking when I have it on, so that might have been something that I missed. But okay, all right, fair enough. Then okay, there we go.
They're gonna explore it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I had to leave it at a moment where I just like, damn, I really wish I could have read a little more before I had to put it down. But I did sort of find that, and I think I may go back to it. I don't know.
I mean, I read a few of the issues, and like I said,
how did you like it?
I mean, it's interesting, but I think it's interesting to me more so because I've also watched the show, so I already got a certain affinity for it already. I don't know how I would have felt if I'd have read the comic book first. I don't know. Because I'm already reading it with the bias of comparing it to the show. Right. I like the show more, of course. Yeah. But there's something about it I can see why people dug it. I mean, it dug it enough to make it a show. So, it is what it is.
Well, so I want I want my hero fix, right?
Did you watch the now dubbed shit yet?
Yeah, I got one episode left.
Ha!
I knew I was going to eat it, dude.
How you feel about Bakugo?
Huh?
How you feel about Bakugo?
Okay. Yeah, I do have a little bit more respect for him. I do. Well, not respect. I always had the respect for him, right? Mm-hmm. I think I understand him more, and the understanding is like, it's not that I like you, but I get you, and you could be down. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, you could be down. I get you. And you know what I'm saying? And it's sort of like, if people then point certain things out, it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's a little subtle way. But then they beat you over the head with it. It's like, hey, he's also very, very, very considerate. And it's like, okay, all right, we get it. Okay, cool. And I'm just like, we start to build him start to build your impression of him if you take these little pieces that they drop off to you here and there. It's like, okay, cool.
He has honor about him.
Like, no matter what, though, as much as I fucks with him now, he is still an asshole.
Oh, I told you from dump. He's always gonna be a dick, but he run my respect, dog. There's, like I said, there's honor, and there's one thing that's really learned. Like, you're honorable, dog.
Oh, most
like,
definitely.
When you like, because I'm trying to think how disease. Where are you? I get to ask you. What's the last thing that happened that you remember?
Oh shit, I don't know. I don't. Oh man.
What's going on with All Might?
Does that happen in the second? Okay, so All Might. Jesus Christ, man! They take a break from the damn games to have this throwaway fucking episode where All Might comes in and is like, this is so they'll go watch the movie where we go to Japan or whatever. We go and talk to anyway. What is the last thing I remember?
Has he had his epic battle yet?
his epic battle with All for One or
whatever.
One for All.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
get them mixed up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, okay,
I
cool,
always
great.
flip that. I'm like, wait, I got.
He's had his epic battle. Everybody sort of knows who he is.
Yeah, that was so crazy. That battle.
That was fucking nuts, man.
Dude was amazing. So, and like I said, within those episodes, you see, because the thing is, when the evil people get Bakugo, you're already like, man, oh, he gonna be. Because the whole time we wonder, he seemed like he gonna be a villain. He seemed like but he like, no, I'm a real nigga. And that moment, this is the moment that made me go for real for Bakugo. It's over. That moment, who's saying fuck them. And then when Deku and the other classmates saved them, and he jumped up with him, he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, they got the homie, yes. Because it's like, yo, y'all don't fuck with each other, but y'all fuck with each other.
Oh, you know what? So I had a ton of moments, dude. Yo, I cannot watch this show high.
Nigga.
Because
it gets kind of emotional.
Yeah, it
does. Get emotional,
good. Can't get high. That's what it is. No, I'd be cool if I was sober watching, I'd be fine. But it's that extra thing that's sort of just like, oh no, this is so great.
Bruh.
Anyway, but so damn, it was one of those. Man, when all them niggas passed the fucking exam or got their provisional license or whatever, that shit was. Except right. But okay, so no. Okay, no. I guess it's not that they got their license. It was that they all fucking passed. Mm-hmm. Like when Belly Boy shoots off his light to sort of be a distraction, but what he winds up actually being is a beacon for everybody to converge on that moment. Yeah. And they all fucking get their points. Yeah. And in the moment he's like, in his last moment, it's like, because he was like, I always wanted to be worthy. I always wanted to be worthy to be a part of the class and shit like that. And he's like, in this moment, I want you to know we're both about to do this shit. Yes. But we're doing this shit because of you.
Let's go.
And he was like,
you start fucking with the entire class.
Yeah,
by the end of it all, you like, man, like they really also in the anime they develop these characters better than some of the shows we watch, dog.
Yes, it's just a dope concept, and they just keep. So I always, and I don't know if I've said this on the show or not, but I compare this a lot to Dragon Ball Z. Mm-hmm. The way we'll spend tons and tons and tons of episodes sort of at one event. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the interesting thing about them is sort of like, or maybe just the culture in anime, how they've evolved is instead of like when you watch Dragon Ball Z, or at least I remember in high school when I used to watch that shit, I would watch that shit for 3 fucking months, it felt like. Yeah. And like, it would be like, everybody would be just like talking about a fight that they're gonna have, and they would just be like shit talking to each other like, I could kill you in one swipe. And it's like, well, why don't you? I don't feel like it.
We have 9 more episodes to go.
I'm going to power up to something even better.
But I think My Hero does it better.
So, yeah, what they wind up doing, though, we stay in this one scenario, or this is one big, huge event, but shit happens. It constantly progresses. Yeah. Like, it's not just them standing still, shit talking the whole time. They actually they develop the characters. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a wasted moment. No. Except in the beginning when they sort of replay a little bit of what we've already seen.
But there's always episode like that in anime.
That's always kind of how it works.
Because they watch, they watching it week to week for real. So that's,
Right, true. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's like, not like us who's impatient. Like, I'm like, no.
Nah, it's one of they recap episodes. They do that. But look at Deku now. Look at little nigga now, dog. Because remember how you felt about it when you first meet Deku? He crying every episode. But nah, Deku a real nigga, bruh.
Yeah. Stop crying. Stop it. Shit.
It was natural evolution.
Yeah, man. Him sort of figuring out, like, yo, man, I keep fucking my arms up. I do this shit. So let me move to the legs, man. The legs is the way to go. And sure enough, the legs was the motherfucking way to go. And we got old crazy chick from the development department to put some shit together. Shit. I mean, she don't really listen, but you know what? That's cool. It don't matter. She doing what she doing. Yep. She came through. Hell yeah. Damn, dude. What more can I gush about this fucking show, dude?
When Bakugo found out about how your boy got his powers, he was like, man, we like, dude, like, that's just so much. Yeah, like,
what was it? Yeah, that whole thing too. That was just like, okay, you know what, man? You can be down after that. I was just kind of like, and also too, Deku too. I was just kind of like, I dig that too. How I kind of felt like they both were sort of holding on to some sort of guilt about it. And them both just kind of letting that out. And him also saying, like, look, I'm not going to be a punching bag.
Look,
today,
we
gonna
scrapping.
go at it.
Deku ain't about the bullshit. I'm the good guy. I'm nice and shit, but look, you ain't about to just beat me up.
He still technically lost, which I was kind of like, damn.
But they 1-1 now. Yeah. Deku got him in that first battle they had. Remember when he outsmarted him and caught him slipping when
the train. But this
that's the thing that's been having Bakugo
street battle. This is real.
Bakugo been pissed about that since. You
Yeah.
feel me? And so that's why he want that fight. And still Deku, he lost, but it's still on the level of like, nigga, we got another fight to have.
Yeah.
Me and you got another scrap to have. Because even in some other game they had, Deku did something. I forget, there's something there that made it seem like I got Bakugo like, nah, nigga. I still feel like it's unfinished.
So my big issue is I know that it's gonna be a while until like season 4 happens, so it's like I'm about to eat this whole thing now.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for a moment where I can like roll up a nice one, you know what I'm saying? Sit back and watch the final episode because I got one left, and I'm like, well, I don't wanna just eat that one. I kind of want to savor it. So I think I'm going to do that, but I imagine it's probably going to leave me on a cliffhanger.
I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. I don't know when the season 4 coming out right now. The big hype is about One Punch Man season 2 coming next month. And I don't think you ever watch One Punch Man? Mm-mm. So that's another thing to go eat. I don't know if they got dubs though, because I watched One Punch Man legitimately in subs and was still entertained because that, like, My Hero takes Outlaw and it parodies it sometimes, but they kind of play it straight. Mm-hmm. One Punch Man is a comedy.
One Punch Man, I believe, is dubbed on Hulu. And
I was wondering that because I know, like a year after I watched it sub, it debuted on Cartoon Network.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was part of their joint. And I'm like, I highly doubt it's going to go on Cartoon Network sub. You know what I mean? But I don't know what's happening right now. Yeah. So I'm hoping they got a dub version. But they have a dub version for you to catch. I highly recommend
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man season 1 because they balance it right. It's like those two are a nice combination of superhero anime style because again it's played for a lot of comedy, but they build that character good, dog. Like it's go like when you finish with this One Punch Man, that should be your next one because it's still early enough. Like I said, season 2 is just about to drop. So
right, okay. I'm trying to right now I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be my next bingeable show. What did I just finish? I can't remember. I finished something else too, so I'm like, I need something else to sort of binge now.
Eat that One Punch Man, especially if it's still in the role of I need some animated to watch.
Yeah.
And it's in a similar vein, but it's like you gonna know what I'm talking about. It's like dry wit comedy shit with it. It's trippy. But we gonna get out of here, y'all, man. We've been running it. We've been rapportation for a second, dog.
Yeah.
Next episode, man, we gonna most likely be reviewing Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
we're gonna be reviewing most likely Captain Marvel. I kind of want to give In Time its own day and its own review since it's a recommendation referral type shit. So we're probably gonna double like two episodes, do 2 recordings next week at some point. One specifically for In Time. And it depends. It depends on how much we talk about Captain Marvel. If we don't go too hard on Captain Marvel, we might could do a 2-hitter quitter. But
Are you looking forward to Captain Marvel?
Lightweight, not as much as I have previous ones. It's more of a strong intrigue, but it's getting good word of mouth, which is making me.
Oh, is it?
From what I've seen.
Okay, all right.
It's been getting some good word of mouth.
All right. Okay. I haven't read anything or seen anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean to say. It's been getting good reviews.
It's been getting
my Facebook profile. I have anything. As soon as someone says something about Captain Marvel, I kind of scroll past it in case I don't want to see. But I've seen people say that they really liked it or it was just cool. That was the two.
I talked to one person who said he thought he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He said he didn't love it, but he enjoyed it.
One of those. Yeah. But I saw people that loved it, so it is what it is. So I know we're going to be talking Captain Marvel. I know we're going to throw in time either by itself or on that episode. I want some time to talk about Greenbook.
Right. I need to rewatch.
No, I want to rewatch Greenbook because Greenbook, it puts me in this
because I heard
weird...
that episode, so I did finish it.
And you mean you heard that episode of Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood? How they like destroyed it and hated it and like ate it up. And
it's like I want to re-listen to their thing too because I want to. There are a couple counterpoints I'd like to make. I think, but also too, Yeah, I need to rewatch it again so I can come from it from a fresh place, because I just have my enjoyment of it.
Dude.
I don't have it in me like that to sort of
because
debate it.
Again, because it's one thing when I come into a film already reading the think pieces, already seeing, you know what I mean, damn, they didn't talk to the family, or damn, this didn't happen, or damn, we're supposed to just be trusting this white man word, all this other shit. When you ain't got none of that put into your preview, when you just watch it on this merit alone as a movie, it's not a bad movie. I dug the movie. But then when I do read these articles, and I do hear other points of views, and I do look at like, damn, why did that happen? Or damn, a black man never had no fried chicken. Wait, it is kind of weird. Or like, you know what I mean, when you look at certain shit, you be like, damn, son, you just made me like go from escaping for the movie to kind of hating some of the movie, but still fucking with some of the movie. It's just a weird place to be, because again, I don't think it's a white savior film, but I do think it's a whitewashed film, and I'm saying they do not have to be the same thing.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I don't think it's a white savior film saying that it's about a white man saving a black man, or a white man being the center point of a black man being saved, or whatever. And then black, because of me, he has agency, and even though Tony Lip does help him, he helps Tony Lip damn near just as equally. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the thing where it gets into that makes it a magical Negro film. And I'm like, well, goddamn, can a Negro be spectacular? Like, y'all be trying to throw things in these extreme boxes when it ain't always that. But I will give it whitewash, because yes, the times were much worse for black people. You know what I mean? Yes. But I think, like I say, I think most Hollywood movies about that shit be whitewashed, generally speaking. And then when I watch something like Fighting With My Family, which I really enjoyed as a film or whatnot, and
you saw it?
Yeah, I really dug that film. Yeah. But as a wrestling fan, I know how much they left out, and I know
you saw the documentary.
I did see the documentary. No, I haven't watched the documentary yet.
Oh, but you knew the.
I know the story of Paige because I'm a wrestling fan. I watched her whole career.
What? Okay, remind me. I watched wrestling too, so at least remind me who Paige was.
Paige, she this freaking pale British wrestler with long black hair, and she was like the rebel chick at a time when a lot of model chicks was getting shine, and she was just very different. And in real life, Paige, like at a time where like women's matches were looked at as like the bathroom break because they were not long. They didn't respect the women at all. They had a lot of models. They didn't have like women wrestlers no more. She on their minor leagues within the WWE, like the training grounds, NXT, which is his own brand at this point. She was having these amazing matches because she comes from a wrestling family. She was having these amazing matches with this chick named Emma, who was a chick from the independent wrestling scene that WWE has signed. And they started signing more women that can actually wrestle. And she was at the forefront of getting the women's wrestling matches freaking respected again. And so that translated to this other chick that's a fire-ass wrestler, coming straight at Vince McMahon, who owns WWE's daughter, Stephanie McMahon, who's like one of the bosses there as well, to be like, man, we need a women's revolution, man. Stop giving us just like 2 minutes to fucking wrestle, man. Like, give us the same amount as the men. You hear me? Look at the type of style matches that we putting on, and like a lot of it started with Paige doing those matches, but then all these other women that they were signing was putting on these cold matches too, rivaling the men's matches. So then they started getting more time. Then they stopped getting called the divas. They started getting called the women's champion. It's like now at this point, the women and the men like are becoming more and more equal, time-wise and impact-wise. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting, but they left a lot of that out of the film. And I understand for time, you can't have everything in there. But like, I felt like there's this one montage at this one part of the movie that is very pivotal to right before her final defining moment of getting to the main roster. And one of the things that made her go into the main roster defining it at all was what I just said. She was bubbling on their minor league scene, like with all these crazy matches showing women can wrestle. I'm not like these freaking Barbie doll bitches. No, nigga, I'm without that component. When she got her first look in that defining moment that they show at the end of the film of her getting the title and all that shit, it's not the same. Because now it seems like she went from being a rookie on the slick to getting this fluke-ass title shot and winning it, when that's very different in real life. Nah, nigga, she worked. She damn near was this catalyst to change women's wrestling. And then people were just so excited when she was brought up because they're like, finally, she up here because we saw her work from the internet, from the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Leaving that out kind of hurt me. But then to tie us back to Greenbook, it reminded me that most of these movies about people's real lives have changes that they do for the movie. Yeah. Now, it made me challenge like the status of, if you come for Greenbook for some of the changes that it's made, then you kind of being a hypocrite, because most biopics we watch change shit. But the component of race, just like I was just arguing about with the comic shit of comic characters, you can be like, well, when it comes to race, at times y'all been changing black stories so motherfucking much. We at our wits' end with y'all changing black stories. But then my counter could be like, but this story wasn't a Doc Shirley biography. It's really, you know what I mean? So it's all these freaking clashing feelings I have about the film, aside from having my little 2 minutes in it. You know what I mean? That just made me go like, dude, like this is interesting when you try to look at it objectively, and not many people are.
Right. I mean, it's layered. It has a lot of layered things to me. Like, it's not just one thing. I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like that might get its own episode.
I think it deserves it.
Like catching it on the shit when it's being white savior, catching when if it's being magical Negro, catching some shit that maybe y'all should just let be because that's cool, and also maybe like reassessing our outlook. I don't know. I just feel like I gotta get the old school. We watch that bitch scene by scene talk our shit treatment.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, I want to do that. Definitely.
So we got things to come. We got things to cover. We got things to come. But yeah, this is that actor guy, Mr. Bats in the building, man. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. Out, you ain't gonna find me, but on Facebook and on IMDb. Hit me up at Martin Bats Bradford. You dig? Hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. If you want us to watch something, we gonna watch that then, and then we gonna talk about it. And if it suck, we gonna blame you. But
you better believe it.
Yes. with how much time we don't have these days, nigga, it better be good if you gonna refer that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least it better be fun to talk about if it suck.
But you know what? I do have fond memories of In Time, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Castle Rock, which, oh man, I think I fell asleep on, man. I just started watching it too late at night, and So Andre Holland. Anyway, I'll watch it. We'll talk. We're gonna have a whole episode about.
Nah, I already gave my opinion on Castle Rock. So
okay, so I'll just kind of come in with my opinion.
Just watch it and come in with your opinion. See how you feel about it or whatnot. Because like if we did the old school beat by beat one with that one, I don't think I would make it, son. Because I just was not that into it.
I kind of Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it wasn't for me, but it did sort of. I don't know, man. I felt like it started off a little slow, and then it kind of went into some. Because I couldn't remember. I was like, where did I watch this stuff where a man killed himself?
Yeah.
With a rope and drove into a lake, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That was that Castle Rock.
Yeah.
You never went back to that. You need to go back and finish that.
Rando.
But I was like, then I'm like, okay, so now they're making this Shawshank Redemption because that's the name of the prison. Shawshank, and I'm like, okay, so was he a fucking guard or some shit there in the movie?
And I forgot if all these lightweight Stephen King references in this show. I forgot about that.
So I was just like, is there something I'm supposed to be catching on to that I'm missing? I don't know. Let's just fucking keep going. And
this might be bad timing for both of us watching this show. Because right now I'm in the throes of Game of Thrones, still trying to keep up with these comic joints and all this other stuff. You're in the throes of My Hero Academia, apparently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So then we know we got this homework of this show that we're not naturally drawn to, so it makes it kind of harder to watch. And then it's a suspense, so it's going to go slow because that's the style. You know what I'm saying? So
and you're just kind of like, oh man, it's asking me to invest a lot just very slowly. And I'm like, okay, all right. So if we could hurry this along, finding the little black boy in the middle of the ice, that would be wonderful. I don't know who dropped him off, but they are fucking late. Can you please get this nigga home to his mama, please? Thank you very much. All right. Or I don't know. He said he was a friend of his mom. I don't know. I haven't finished it.
The little black boy is Andre Holland.
He's him grown up.
Yes.
Okay. Do they?
And the cop that picked him up,
does he say? He's not really talking though when they pick him up, right?
Man, just watch this shit. Because I now forget. I think they pick him up and he says something and they explain it, dog. You're going to see.
They do? Okay.
You're going to see.
All right.
It's fine.
All right. Okay. You can find me, Marty. your favorite host, Marty Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with, what's his name? Oh, it's the Arrogant Observer because that nigga's probably listening.
Black Actopedia.
Black Actopedia. Check us out. Click on us there. Listen, like, rate, share. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, and you'll hear it read on the show. Hi, Marty.
Hi, Marty's in the building.
He's here, baby.
You dig? Shouts out to J.Steel, our third co-host, man. Hit her up. I am J.Steel _ on Insta. Follow her page, Fat Girl Nola, on Insta and on Facebook. And, you know, that's Jessica Johnson. Look up. She be out here, you heard me?
Yeah.
This was the Reviewing Dat Show.
Boom.
We out. Sound like Marty don't want to see Captain Marvel. Marty just asked me, so you gonna see that Captain Marvel, huh?
I'm trying to get a temperature because, like, everybody I'm talking to is like, it's garbage.
You gonna see it, huh?
It's okay. You know what? I only talked about one coworker who liked it, but then you know that there is that other coworker who loves to crap on Marvel because she's more of a DC fan. But she actually saw like a bootleg copy and was like, she didn't dig it at all.
I cannot take your opinion seriously if you saw a bootleg copy. I'm sorry, though, because like certain films.
It wasn't a great one.
That's what I'm saying. Certain films, because I had a friend of mine saw Black Panther on bootleg first. And I say that's not a movie that you like. These superhero joints, you don't bootleg them joints unless you got that direct. Someone pirated the actual footage. You know, sometimes them leaks happen where you get the actual movie, not somebody holding the camera. No, someone fucked up. You got the teaser.
DVD copy.
That's probably like for the critics or some shit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way a critic copy hit the. Yeah, that's that real shit. I'll give you that. But if you are watching on some fuzzy shit, you got to go experience half these movies. I can't take your shit seriously. This motherfucker saw it again in theaters, and then it was like, oh no, I was tripping, so I think I must have missed some shit. Yeah, who knows what's going on with your copy?
Yeah, you missed so much shit.
Nigga.
I saw it in the theaters and I missed some shit.
Come on, son. So it's like, you telling me the person that didn't like it also didn't see it for real? You saw, sorry. And then some people are going to be more prone to hate it because they just don't like chicks being superheroes. So you can't forget that crowd, the trolls. That movie got ridiculously trolled on Rotten Tomatoes, bro.
I had one friend specifically who's not going to go see it because he's not a fan of Brie Larson.
See? That's a whole other kick to it. And then she got that bad publicity. There's a bunch of things that was been working. The people been kind of trying to take this film down. And I'm like, I really wanted it to be good because from Dump, y'all been trying to hate on it. Talking about, why come she don't smile? And she had to be like, wait, y'all didn't come for Tony and Cap about not smiling in they fucking movies. What the fuck? Oh, man, she seems like she's going to be wooden. Nigga, you didn't even see the movie. Like, dude, they kept on trying to lodge things at this movie off trailers, nigga. And I'm like, I kind of want to win.
I want to see her win more than I want Batwoman to win. So, had to bring it back around.
Fuck you.
Back around to Batwoman because she was stiff as a motherfucker.
When Batwoman get cold, I'm going to tell you. You know I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch Batwoman. If now Batwoman,
you poor man.
If Batwoman get cold, I'm gonna let you know, dog.
Why are you even gonna do that to yourself?
Because I watched the first season of DC's Legends of Tomorrow and that stunk. But then in the second season
it
was cool enough to make
me. They were like, hey, we're gonna take Doctor Who.
I knew watching that show that I was watching it because it was comics more so than it being very good. Like how they handled Captain Cold, like they did some things good enough to keep my attention. But when you see how DC's Legends of Tomorrow became this funny ass comedy and spoof on their world,
what it grew into,
nigga, it got so much better. Now I'm not on that. I gotta catch up on that. I haven't really watched this season at all.
But I did watch all of last season. At least I'm caught up there.
Yeah, I'm caught up to.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 episodes of this season and that was it. So.
Yeah, you saw more than me. At this point, though, I feel like I might just, because it's going to end first, like all of them. So I might just
wait for
Netflix.
That's I think where I'm at with it too. I think it's wait for Netflix.
And then I might do that with Flash too, depending on, where I'm at now. I got to see how many episodes I'm missing on the DVR because I did lose service for a week. So I think I lost like 1 or maybe 2 episodes.
I feel like you got like 5 episodes. I feel like you ain't been watching none of them.
Oh yeah, no. I mean like in terms of like them just stashed somewhere where I can watch them. I don't think I really have that until like they're gonna end up on Netflix. So
I mean, right now they at least have probably the last 5 or 6 episodes on CW TV on their website.
On the website.
Yeah, they store at least like they don't keep them all up. Like they go by maybe 6 or 7. So
are they still have them up like from before the break?
They just thought like I don't know, because it's like let's say they stack
like
up
at least the last 5.
Yeah, like let's say they stack up 7. They have 1 that say expire soon, and then you got like 6 more to get. Because that's what happened to me on Supernatural. When I got caught up in the season, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna just watch this shit legit. And then I check it, and they like, oh, we have episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for you. Now you got to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your own. We been got rid of them bitches.
Yeah, you gotta find that somewhere else, player.
So basically, if you've watched a chunk at all of this season of Flash, you might go to their site and catch up.
A little bit, okay.
Yeah, they might not have canceled the episode that you didn't see yet.
Shit. Now, okay, I got to try this on, man.
Yeah, bro.
I got to try this on, baby. Oh, there's my size 2. Got to try it on, baby.
The dig brand, baby.
I got to see how it feels on the body.
And the thing is, man, that one is not how they usually. I asked them specifically for black sleeves, but it's usually white sleeves with the black like that, and it's usually white writing on the back. I want it red. And like, yeah, man, it's the letter.
Feeling nice.
And like I said, when you get the white sleeves, it looks even more like a Letterman. Like, it's shit nice.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I'm just Batman, so I'll be blacked out.
Gotta hit him up.
You dig 504, man. He got it.
Gotta hit him up.
He got it.
All tax money coming in. Gotta hit him on up, y'all.
Finally, nigga.
Yeah, huh? You know it. I gotta drop some stuff off tomorrow. Well, no, Wednesday. Anyway, all right, man.
All right, man. Till next round, son.
Till next round, brother. All right. Captain Marvel. Woo.
You suck.